Can somebody give me a rundown of what happened in episode 31, The Consortium, please? While I get my desk ready, because apparently my brain is not working and I haven't gotten anything ready for myself. I've just been staring at Mr. Treant. He's very handsome, I will say. 10 out of 10 would bang. Like, if I had to bang a tree, that would be the tree I would bang, you know what I mean?
What?
What?
I don't
What
know
happened last
exactly
session?
how-
Retro. Hit us with it.
We got to Sea Vale. We went and had a spa.
Who's Vale?
It's in Sea Vale.
Yeah, I know you saw Vale, but who's Vale? Sorry. Sorry. I
We had a spa.
apologize.
Then we went and did some work. We met a tree hugger who wanted to go hug a tree. So we took her into the woods to meet a tree with arms that could hug her back. And
You
then it hit
forgot
her
about the most
really
important
hard.
thing that happened last week.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Little Jimmy?
He still hasn't returned.
He's
But what
still
does little
running
Jimmy
around.
represent?
Jimmy's dead.
You've entered Seavale and Duskmere, leaving Marindor for the first time.
Little Jimmy represents needless fetch quests.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna argue with that. But explain properly what's going on in Seavale. What's your current goals as a party?
We need to establish
Work,
a foothold.
money, and we're trying to meet our friend Valerius, who is apparently dead, according to the guard.
Has been for years.
Yes, which is funny considering, you know, we met him and he was very alive
Hmm.
recently.
Nothing you're dreaming though.
Maybe this is all a dream. Maybe we're dreaming right now.
Somebody got the pills. We need to wake up from the matrix.
Grumley has them. But they
Green
won't
pill or
wake you
purple
up.
pill?
What happens if you take both of them?
Guess
You
we'll
get $1
find
million
Assuming you
and $1 every second.
I'm assuming you just have a seizure and die.
No, you go back to sleep.
taking
One of the
both.
guys in the first movie did that. He didn't want to be awake anymore, so he took the other pill.
Well, what about both pills? I want to be asleep and awake.
Just lucid dreaming.
Split
As I said,
personality
just have a
disorder.
seizure and die.
I was like, what a
And all your
dice
listeners
that I
are
think I
very
might already
disappointed
have.
Morpheus.
Oh well,
What?
I'll give them away to one of you guys. Don't worry about it. I'm still waiting for an explanation of what's going on.
We need to basically start from scratch because nobody knows who the fuck we are here. So we're doing jobs to try and one, make money because we're broke as fuck, and to get a name established in this part of the world so that we can try and re-establish ourselves as an adventuring party.
Yep.
So we are currently with a interesting specimen of a tiefling. Basically just stalking treants in the woods as they go about their birthday rituals.
Correct.
And then after witnessing some dryads shagging the treant, we killed them, and then almost got killed by the treant as we tried to unshag it.
There's a smoke alarm going off. I'm just going to leave that. If I'm on fire, so be it. All right. So yeah,
This is
you are
fine.
currently with Helibot in the verdant thicket, deeper in the verdant thicket, looking at Ponya, the treant. So that is really. Is that coming through my mic?
A
Yes.
little bit.
God damn. I'll ignore it. She'll be right. What?
The satisfying pop when I uncorked this bottle.
Fair enough then. You have made it to Seavale. You have ventured around, explored the place, found yourself a nice bit of accommodation at the last resort. found a jobs board because you were not allowed in the consortium, which is sort of the ruling body of Duskmere. And so we're now on a job. So let's pick up where we left off. You guys had just cured the treant who had been, or not cured, but you had helped the treant who was, from the looks of it, getting attacked by a pair of dryads who did something to it that made it not very happy. And to pick up where we left off, it is groaning and melding back into the tree from which it emerged. What are you guys doing? You can see its face. That's why it's still visible. You can only see its face. It looks as if it is asleep.
We're what, 2 watches into the night?
Yes.
What
No, you were in the
say?
last watch. It was the last watch.
I just remember it was my watch. I can't remember where I was in the order though.
Everyone would have
Mm.
completed a long rest, and then you got the crap beaten out of you. So,
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourselves.
yeah, everyone other than Drakmir, who's, still basically where you guys slept.
For the first time in forever, Trackmere hasn't lost any health.
For the first time in forever.
Well, following this, Cassian's going to move his bedroll or whatever over near the tree and just set up to finish his watch for the night. Closer to the tree in case some fucking giants come back to finish the job.
Rightio.
I don't know how much.
I would
Right,
say around about now it's probably 5-ish o'clock in the morning. So we're on the other side of autumn, so we're heading very closely into winter now. You guys began partying together, I believe, in spring.
Sounds about right.
I think it was like late spring. They've been together about 6 months. Yeah, sounds about right. So it's heading into winter. So the sun is still very much not rising. Still very dark. But you get the impression it's close to first light.
How long is it for a short rest?
Now,
Hour, 90 minutes.
Hour. Cool. I'm just gonna bring my bedroll and I'm just gonna have a nap here for an hour.
Jono?
Yeah, I guess we're back to rest.
You guys won't get your full rest, but I'll get a short rest and get my spells back.
you don't have to be asleep for a short rest. So
That's true, but
um,
I'm having a nap anyway.
Short rest it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I'll use one of my dice while we short rest to heal.
When you hit dice, yep. All right. So
I'm
what are you guys
quite
doing
low
during the short
spot.
rest? Short west? Short
Um,
rest. This ain't a western.
So Cassian's just gonna just sit down and just keep a watch out on the surrounding area.
Righto. Roll me a perception check, please. Let's see what you see. So you'll see what I
Oh,
see.
that's fucking dog shit. That's a 6.
Okay. Hillabor has ventured over and has joined you underneath the tree. Instead of sleeping, she is currently just sort of touching it. It's not quite a hug, but she's getting there. She's sort of just touching it, walking around, having a look, see what's going on. You rolled a 6.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. As you're watching out, nothing really of surprise catches your attention. It's just sort of what you'd expect for being deep within a forest. Birds chirping, waking up, the nightlife, heading back to sleep. Towards the hour mark of your watch, the sun begins to rise, first light breaks. Feeling especially warm as it shines down on you, as the party completes a short rest. This is music is not working today, guys.
Oh,
Trying again.
Right. As we come out of our short rest with the sun now in the sky, Cassian's going to sort of kneel down in his more meditative pose and start a prayer of healing for 10 minutes.
Righto. Prayer of healing over the party.
In what language? In no one here speaks fucking Sylvan, do they? Other than me.
Okay, I speak Common and Draconic, and that is it.
Yeah, so in an unknown language.
Righto. Sounds good.
Alright. I
much
need
healing will
to
that be?
roll. I need to roll it once I find my D8. Oh fuck, man, that's horrible. Well, I rolled 2 dice. One of them was minimum, one of them was maximum, so that's a grand total of 12 hit points.
Well, that
everyone
evens out.
gets. Yeah. I rolled a 1 and an 8. Plus 3.
Sounds good.
And if the tree needs hit points, the train can have some as well, considering it is nearby and it is. You know, I can do up to 6 creatures, so he can be number 5.
Roll me a medicine check.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to bother looking at my modifier. That's a 2 on the dice.
It's a tree. You're not sure why it'd really need healing. Didn't really look like it got hurt from any of you guys, and you'd already healed
Yeah.
a little bit last night.
can
Healing
still
sort
have
of
the healing.
magic goes into it. Not sure of any effect.
Don't expect
Alright.
this often, guys. This is a 2nd level spell slot, and I don't have many of those. And the ones I do have normally disappear in combat very quickly.
Yep.
All right. Sun's come up. Sun's up, guns up. What are you doing?
We're here on a job. What's Healer War up to?
Ah! Dropping a dice, apparently. Sorry.
I
don't know how much of that came through the mic.
Game.
Helibor hasn't slept a wink over the night, and doesn't look inclined to at all. She's sort of just focusing very much on the tree. Or the treant, watching its face. She has a discernible frown as she inspects, walking around, poking and prodding the branches, the leaves of the treant's tree.
Cassian's gonna walk up to her and try not to startle her, just make himself known. Hey, there's something the matter with the tree.
Well, I'm not too sure, but I don't believe it's healthy at the moment. I think something that is done to it through the night.
Hey, we put some effort into trying to undo whatever the Dryads are doing to it, but I think there might be something else going on.
Yes, I think whatever the Dryads did, maybe you've healed whatever surface level wounds there might have been, but unfortunately it seems to have taken a deeper root within Panya.
Right. Can I do this at first level? I don't think so. No. I am looking at this, I seem to. Well, I might be able to do something. Can't guarantee it'll work. Magic's normally for creatures. Not sure where a treant would sit on the scale between fey beings and creatures, but I can try. Cassian's going to walk up and trying to channel some of the just the light and the heat coming in from the sun. Just put his hand the tree, trying to connect with the treant. I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
By the wording, you touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. So I'm going to try and cure a disease if this is indeed a creature.
I will say it is a creature. I'm not sure what D&D actually says it is. Let me just quickly check.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's a
what
plant.
treants.
So
Cassian.
Plants are living just the same.
yeah, it's a living thing. I'll say it can classify as a creature. I'm going to need you to please make me a woof 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 woof.
Interesting.
Please roll me a. You can have your choice between a medicine or a nature. Yeah.
I'm gonna take medicine. That is slightly better. Chase, which hand? I have 2 dice because I'm not rolling my Witcher dice because it is rolling like shit.
Left.
Left. All right, the plastic dice.
I'm
it
letting
is.
you know you are fighting the magic cup.
Oh shit.
Magic
This is
cup's a
an
big
important
dice.
roll.
All right, I might have to swap to my big dice then.
This is an important roll.
Come on, Baldur's Gate, don't fail me. Oh, Baldur's Gate coming through. That's a 21.
Okay.
That is almost as high as I can possibly roll.
There was this sort of brackish liquid that oozed out of it when you were healing it before. The treant's face within the tree begins to... It almost looks as if it's crying as the liquid is sort of running out of its shut eyes, dribbling down the bark of the tree, slowly slithering into the grass, maybe taking hold in some of the roots, but mostly going into the ground. As it touches the grass begins to wilt and die.
I'm not sure what languages the treant speaks. Cassian's just going to, in Sylvan, just try and reassure it. It's all right. I don't know if this is going to help, but I'll do everything I can for you.
It does indeed speak Sylvan, so it understands. However, you are unsure if it hears you or not. As the grass surrounding the base of the tree begins to sort of wilt and die. This occurs for around about 2 minutes. A lot of liquid seems to just take or find its way out of the treant's system. And it stays as still as ever, unmoving.
When he's finished, he's going to look back to Heliborum. Can you tell if that's made enough of a difference?
You can certainly try. She sort of takes a second, looks around, begins to poke and prod again. Well, I believe it may have helped, yes. Looking at it, the big bark seems to glow with a reimagined vigor. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, I do believe this has helped.
That's a relief. I do what I can, but whilst being of more fey lineage, fey beings, and plant creatures are not really my specialty.
Yes, well, you have done remarkable work. Thank you. Saves me brewing any potions or remedies for it.
Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you.
Well, thank you very much. You have certainly earned your gold. Thank you for your service and help. From here, I would like to perhaps stay another night, continue to observe, but
That should be fine. We're probably not in the best of conditions to be going anywhere fast anyway, so we should probably hang around. Give you plenty of time to finish what you need to do.
wonderful. Well, I do think that perhaps the rituals of 150th birthday would be slightly interrupted due to the I don't want to say calamity, but misfortune of this morning. So I don't think we will get too much more out of poor Panya here, as she sort of strokes the bark of the tree. But I'd like to make sure she is safe before we return back to Sea Vale.
That's a noble goal, especially for one as old as Panya here. All right, crime that someone tried to do this.
If you would like to investigate further into perhaps what the Dryads were doing, you're more than welcome to, but unfortunately I don't really have the coin to incentivize you to do so.
That's fine. It's like I said, it's a crime that this has happened. Anything we can do to help. I should speak to the others, but I'm sure they'd be more than agreeable in trying to resolve whatever's going on here.
Thank you very much. And to the rest of you as well. She sort of looks around, gives everybody a nod, and begins to scamper up the branches of the tree and making her way into the canopy of the tree.
Cassian's going to try and call everyone in and then turn, speaking to everyone, but looking at Ivor. I assume no one else here is going to be opposed to trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with the Dryads.
We're going to be spending some time here anyway. We might as well look around.
Does anyone know much about them? I'm much of an expert myself, but from what I've heard, Dryads normally protect the forest and other woodland creatures. It seems very out of character for them to be turning on their own.
Jeez!
Dryads.
Sorry, someone just... I think Caitlin or someone might have sneezed or coughed again, and it caught me off.
I mean,
me by
I
surprise.
coughed, but yeah.
That's fine, continue.
I was going to ask if Dryads are Fae, which I'm assuming they are.
A good question. One of which I'm not too certain. I believe so. I'll just
Yeah.
quickly double check for you.
One would imagine so, but D&D has some weird
Yeah.
stats sometimes.
I could be wrong, but are elves considered Fae?
No.
No.
Okay. Because I know
Yes, they are
D&D
Fae.
says they
Yep.
have Fae in
Yeah, they're
I-
Fae adjacent, but they of themselves are humanoid.
I'm
Okay.
going to roll a history check to see if I know much about Fae from my years of mercenary travel and
Let's see if you know much about
Monster
Fae
hunting.
in general, or specifically what? What information are you trying to recall?
well, I'm trying to figure out what purpose Dryads would have in attacking a treant, considering Dryads are typically protectors. It is very unusual for them to attack a treant, and I want to see if I can remember anything about what would set these Dryads apart from the standard, or if this is standard.
Okay. Yeah, make me a history roll, please.
And I get advantage because they're Fae.
Yep.
That is a 14.
Okay. 14. 14.
Not the best roll.
That's not too bad. I don't think do you have a bonus?
I rolled a 5 and a 14.
So from your past, perhaps you've encountered a dryad before. Dryads
Yeah, I remember
typically
him well.
look after or protect trees specifically, or also a whole forest. What did you roll? A 14?
Yes.
Hmm. All right. So, in comparison to a tree, a dryad is they're both regarded as sort of wardens of the wild, in of the fact that they are protectors of the natural world. You wouldn't expect dryads or treants to be in competition with each other. You would assume they'd be sort of working together to protect their place. That's about all you really know of dryads.
Okay. Typically, dryads are protectors of forests and whatnot, similar to treants. These are some unusual ones. Why they would attack, I have no idea. But I can say for certain there was something wrong with them.
Did the dryads look physically different? Like,
They are made of
did
wood.
they look? Yeah.
Oh, you mean the ones
did
that
they
you
noticeably
encountered?
look off? Yeah.
Okay, roll me. I'm gonna call this an insight check, please.
Sure.
It's a good question.
With
'cause dryads are
disadvantage, because
typically-
you are using your memory of the situation, not an actual.
Okay. Because
Then-
their
Which is-
bodies
isn't-
disappeared, didn't they?
Yes,
Aren't dryads typically humanoid?
they are humanoid. Yes,
Like-
they were humanoid,
Yeah.
but
They
they
Okay.
looked a lot. They looked a lot
humanoid just means they are
scarier than-
bipedal, basically.
They looked a lot scarier than a typical dryad.
You said insight?
Yep.
Uh, that would be a 19 then. Okay, I didn't think. Yep, 19.
All right, a 19. What are you sort of checking for? What do you want to know? Like, what are you inciting? If they looked different than normal, if they looked unhealthy in any way, like, what do you?
Did anything of them like catch my eye? Did they look?
So you
Similar
had
to how
encountered
they-
a dryad all the way back in Marindor,
Devonshire.
in Ebonshire, yes.
Adventure.
These ones were different. You're unsure if that's just due to different place, different time, perhaps different season. But they had splotches within their bark that was a similar color to the liquid that oozed its way out of the treant.
Okay. Guys, I'm not sure if you guys noticed it, but those dryads also seem to have spots on them, similar to what they did to the treant. I'm not
Suggesting
sure.
it was a curse or they're being manipulated.
They might be being controlled, similar to how they controlled the treant. Or maybe it's something they're spreading. I'm not sure.
There could be foul magic at play.
It could be some sort of virus that something's trying to spread across the forest.
Is there any of the liquid still anywhere on the ground where it spilled out of the tree?
There is the remnants of it, as in the grass is wilted sort of away. The ground itself is damper in those spots.
Hmm. Do I have anything? Maybe that would help.
We have empty potion bottle. I'm assuming that's the sort of thing you're looking for, Chase.
I have alchemist supplies. Can I bottle some of that?
You could certainly give it a shot. Yes.
I'm going to try to do that.
Okay. All right. So you're going to attempt to. What are you trying to do? Trying to separate the dirt from the liquid, or are you just sort of grabbing a heap of sort of like a brackish mud?
I'm just going to grab some of it. I can't really separate it without any other supplies.
All right. Roll me just a blank dexterity check, please.
Dexterity. Scary looking check. Don't fail me now, dice. 16.
16. Okay. You sort of how do you trying to get it out? Explain it to me.
Good question. I don't know. I'm just taking a scoop at it with a bottle.
Okay, so you get this is what was once a potion vial, perhaps a potion of superior healing. I think you used that, right? It's a
suppose.
larger bottle than some of the perhaps the other potions, and you scoop up or try and dig it into the ground and run it along the ground and collect a decent amount of the sort of muddish liquid or muddish soil into the bottle. Hook it up, put it away. You have now got a bottle of free ant juices.
Oh no. I'll bottle this for now. We can probably find an expert.
Hopefully.
Did the dryads leave anything else? Their bodies seemed to fizzle out when we hit them.
Not that I've seen.
Wouldn't hurt to look. We are
Should
here
we?
for a little while longer.
Yeah, should we just have a quick look around that area? See if there's any clues to where they came from?
Tracks or any remnants of them.
Yeah.
All right, roll me a survival check.
I will do.
Both or just him?
Both of you. You're both looking.
Survival. Where is
That's
survival?
not great. 10.
Can I roll with advantage considering it's a Fey thing? Survival falls under that category of I can roll with advantage when it's for Fey and Fiends and whatnot.
Go for it.
That's 1 dice. Ooh, that's kind of shit. Come on, Siri dice. Give me something good. Oh, I've got a plus 8. Oh my god, thank you. 16. I rolled an 8.
What'd you roll, Orion?
10.
16 and a 10. Oh, he's coming out to play, apparently.
He jumped on you.
He's whacking you again. Well, apparently Orion's in his hand. Looking around, you can follow some sort of tracks away from the Trian into the surrounding forest. Near impossible to track, considering you follow the tracks. It leads up to a tree stump and disappears.
Okay.
Shit.
They come out of the trees. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we didn't spot any sort of remnants or anything.
Not particularly, no. The spots in which the Dryad's bodies sort of decomposed, have had a similar effect to the surrounding ground of the treant's tree. But it's the grass around it has sort of discolored slightly rather than wilting and dying.
Interesting. I doubt we'll find any further leads on this. It seems to run cold.
There'd have to be something lying
Yeah.
around stuff. There'd have to be a link somewhere. If they were sick or something's not right, there's a source.
Where that source is, we won't be able to find today. Trail runs cold.
All right, what are you guys doing? The day
we
has
hit-
slowly passed. It has roughly reached midday. Take a break and eat some food if you've got some. I think you've got some. Probably got some.
Yeah,
Maybe you've got
we
some.
got
Yeah.
rations.
Like outside of eating meals and that, if we can't follow any leads, Cassian would just be probably patrolling the outside of this clearing, just keeping an eye on the woods.
All right, roll me a perception check, please.
18.
Nothing seems to catch your eye as you patrol.
Yep. I'll just keep going. We got nothing better to do for the day. Just make sure nothing else comes, nothing else happens.
All right. The rest of the day passes. Not really anything of immediate concern. Some odd noises out in the forest, but nothing that really catches eye nor ear. As the rest of the day passes, Helibor still up within the tree. Seems to be quite happy with whatever it is going on. And daylight turns to dusk, turns to evening. What are you guys doing?
Probably a good idea to get camp set up, even in the clearing this time, so we're closer to the tree.
Yeah, I'd say probably just a little bit away from the tree, give it some space in case it wants to animate or do something.
Yeah.
But close enough that if anything like that happens again, we are immediately there rather than all the way over here.
Righto.
Looking over the side they appeared from.
What are you two so
I see
antisocial
how
for?
it is.
Um,
I see
I'll
how
po-
it is.
I'll
I didn't
point
want to be
out,
that
Caleb.
close.
Yes, Cassian, what were you saying?
Point out, I don't know whether. I mean, we saw them come in, but by the time we started narrating, they were already here. So whether they came in or not. Because when I rolled and we took notice, it was that something was happening here.
Yeah, so you are correct. They've just looked around for footprints, and they saw footprints leading basically off into the forest and just sort of melded into a tree.
Yeah. First sick. I take it Healer Ball still doing her. Just
Helibor appears to
was
have
tree.
one eye shut and one eye staring vacantly off into the verdant thicket behind you.
As far as we can tell, she's eating food.
Yeah. Yep. She
Yeah,
jumped
well,
down, joined you for a meal, only ate the non-carnivore part, but
Yep. Oh, we'll just leave her to her thing. Our aid's been offered. If she wants it, she'll come and get us.
all right. Evening has settled. You guys have eaten. Going to sleep, I assume?
Yep.
Yep. I'll take first watch this time.
I'll take second.
All right. Drachmir, roll me a perception check, please.
Okie dokie, let's see how bad this can go. Not horrible. 13.
13. All right. The night goes pretty smoothly. Don't really see anything quite like what you awoke to this morning, but the night travels smoothly, and the sun begins to rise in the morning. You all wake up. Healable sort of hovering around you. She sort of gives a dry smile, a tired smile. Thank you very much for your assistance. It is probably best we begin heading back to Seavale soon if we want to return within daylight.
Hi. You think everything here will be fine now?
Well, I hope so. I can't imagine we'll have too many more issues here. Bonya seems to be in good health now. Thanks to you, sir. So, I do appreciate it. I'm sure she does too.
Well, it's my pleasure.
And the rest of you?
More than happy to lend a hand.
It was a fun journey.
Happy to help.
She sort of smirks and lets out not really a laugh, but a chuckle of a breath from her nose. Gives a wry smile. Thank you for your assistance. Now, payment as promised. She sort of holds out a pouch that she's obviously kept on her the entire time. Unsure really where she kept it, but it was obviously on her. I've added some more coin, as much as I could spare, just as a way of saying thank you for protecting Ponya when I couldn't. So, you have my gratitude.
That's very kind of you.
And she hands you a pouch with the 150 gold as promised, as well as an additional 100 gold.
Damn.
Quick maths.
All right, what are you guys doing?
We're gonna give each other, I guess. Well, two of us gets 62 gold, and two of us get 63.
Or we
I'll
just
be
break down,
63.
or we just break down the silvers that we can exchange gold coins for at some point.
It's
I
easily
guess.
gold, I don't care. I'm happy to take 62 gold.
I'll just take 62. There you go. I can't be bothered dealing with the silvers.
Neither can I.
Fair enough.
I mean, you're going to deal with silvers eventually because anytime you order food, it ain't in gold.
Yeah, but I've got 524 silver. So
Well, you could start
I'll
going
be
to some posh
fine.
places. They might make you pay in gold.
We're not a very posh group.
No,
And
anytime we
you
have
need
it,
the gold for the gear.
I'll say anytime we have excessive amounts of money, we blow it on equipment.
Yeah.
The
Correct.
adventuring life. You're always poor, but you have expensive shit.
All right. You guys are making your way back to Seavale, I presume?
Yep.
From the
Um,
verdant thicket surrounding. You were up to the north.
how many days have we been gone for?
2 evenings, and it takes you most of the discernible daylight of the third day to make it back. You get back probably around 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Right. Just the time for supper.
Hey, we're probably going to want to talk to the He's not really an innkeep, is he?
Bathkeeper.
The bath.
I'm not quite sure that's his
Close
title.
enough. Dionysus.
Might be a good idea to extend our stay.
Hey, I mean, we're going to be here for a while until we can get some more long-term or semi-permanent lodgings. Yeah.
It'd be a good idea to extend our stay by a few weeks, maybe.
You remember his
do have a-
name?
Larry.
Larai.
We do have a habit of going missing at times for weeks on end.
I'd say at the minimum.
I
we
would
probably
prefer the
wanna try and
horse
keep
get looked after while we're
I
missing.
agree. Yeah, try and keep at least a week in advance booked out, and just anytime we're going to leave the city for more than a day or two, just let him know, so he knows that we are coming back.
Just a forewarning, we might be gone for a month. It seems to happen to us a lot.
That's it?
Yeah.
When have you ever gone for a month?
No, it's just a joke.
I don't know, man. We started out in a small town far away, and then we left, and it's been like 6 months. That's more than a month, isn't it?
He's not wrong.
I'm making a joke.
All right. You guys have made your way back to Evanshire. You,
Evanshire.
yeah. Yep.
Jeez,
6
we've
months
been
later,
good.
back in Evanshire. Back to Seavale. You depart from Hillabor at the Cloudfire Gardens. What are you guys doing? It's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, we
Let's
should
get
still-
ourselves sorted at the tavern. Food. Maybe look for more work.
Which tavern do we want to go to? We can go to the Bitter Leaf, or we can go to the Thin Bean.
Both very good choices.
Or we can see if the triangular ducks are open.
How about we head by the
How
docks?
late was it?
Around 4 o'clock?
Let's around 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
We
but,
left later, I'm pretty sure. First day.
Yeah.
The docks might be open. Let's head there.
To the duck!
Jack, me, your thoughts?
I'm happy. Jackman's happy. Jackman
Alright.
just follows along.
Jack, me, follows
Trap
along.
me as our little lost puppy.
Dracmir sad that he was in the wrong sort of forest.
What?
I don't know what that means either, but
I
There
don't
were
know
no
what
photos.
I have
There
a
were
couple
no-
of guesses I can make, but
There were no face shrooms. It's the wrong sort of forest.
yes, I agree.
well, the last forest he was
Oh,
in, there was
damn.
Katathas. So,
I should have looked for face shrooms. I didn't think of that.
yeah, you should
Should
have.
have just asked him for them. Dude probably smokes them.
Hey, now there's an idea.
Don't do that.
I haven't tried it
Yeah.
Let's make a tea. Let's make a tea out of them.
All right.
Who the
You
fuck makes tea
you
out of
find your way
mushrooms?
over to the Triangular Docks, which is in deep within Market Town. It is essentially a stall on the side of the road, or a cart even, selling skewers of what you hope is duck meat.
What?
Hope?
This place was highly recommended by Larai. I think we have to trust it.
Was highly recommended by Larai. You are correct. It will cost you approaching. What are you guys going to order? I'm assuming you're getting a skewer of duck meat each.
Yeah.
How big are the skewers?
Typical kebab length.
Suppose.
So you
Yeah.
might want more than one.
Yeah.
You might like one, 3 or 4.
About 3 each.
Speak to the vendor, who is a young male gnome, who sort of just says, "Oh yeah, that'll be about 8 silver pieces, plate. 8 silver pieces for the duck. Hope you enjoy it, sirs."
Where do you source the duck?
Well, I've got a guy that sort of gives it to me, and he just sort of goes out hunting. But they don't really like the salt water, so it's mostly fresh water.
So was that 8 silver pieces per kebab each, or
No, no,
total?
for 3. So you each get 3 for 8 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Not bad.
There's some
expensive
there's
than
some
booze.
dams on the way to Dunsworth. I believe you guys too. I don't know. I'm just sort of the chef here, man. I just sort of cook it up.
It's a good idea to know where your produce is coming from.
And I just told you where it comes from, but I'm not the one who goes and gets it.
Right, you are.
Could we go find somewhere to eat then? Or are we gonna just stand around and eat?
How far? Like, how long would it take to get from here back to the last resort?
Back to the last resort. Seaville really isn't that large of a town. It would probably only take you 15-20 minutes walking, less if you walked at a brisk pace.
Probably should
Yeah,
just
probably
eat them here or eat
yeah,
them as
so-
we go, because 20 minutes to cool them down.
I was more
Could be done
thinking
in
whether
5
we get
minutes.
some for Larai because he.
You could probably get
recommended
back to the
it, but-
Cloudfire Gardens in 10 minutes at a decently paced walk. Not a
Sure,
large
we'll
town.
grab some for Leroy.
Yeah, Cassian will get 2 extras.
All right, sounds good.
What's 2 extras gonna cost?
How do you approach the situation? What are you saying to the vendor?
What's up? Let's get 2 more of them skewers. I'll take them back to a friend.
Oh yeah, that'll be fine. 2 of those skewers. 5 gold. Thanks, mate.
Huh?
What? Did it not come through?
You said 5 gold.
Yeah, Cassian's
Oh.
is like.
5 silver, I mean, sorry, bit of a brain fade there. Okay, I appreciate
Forget
the
about money.
Yeah, I'll give him the 5 silver. I was just like, what the fuck? This man is like trying to stiff us in broad daylight.
No,
I
that's
was gonna say.
that's just your DM being retarded.
I was like, what? That's some serious souls in demand. My goodness.
It's my last turn for the day. I can only let him go for gold coins. No. 5
Like a
silver. 5
businessman.
silver.
Yeah, Cassian will hand over. Well, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. And we head back to the last
We'll
resort.
head back and we'll eat our ones on the way and leave the ones for Leroy. Eating
go
them,
on,
do
there's
they
only 2
do they
minutes.
actually taste like duck meat?
You would have experience with duck meat. Roll me a survivor, or so I'll say survival. Survival's nature stuff.
Sure.
Oh, actually, just nature would also be fine. Roll me a nature check.
I don't think it'll matter because I rolled an 18.
Yeah,
Nature is
they
+3,
taste-
survival's +8.
Yeah, they taste like quite they're plump, they're juicy. Some very good spice blend on them. They taste very, very nice. And they do taste distinctly of duck.
Oh, okay. Man isn't just fucking giving the guy some random fucking forest meat.
Not this time.
All right, what are you guys up to?
The one
Yeah,
time you
back to
buy
the-
from a street vendor, it's actually the meat advertised.
This is a fantasy world, to be fair.
It could have been Harpy or some shit.
He
Yeah, we'll
is
head
selling
back to the
you
last resort.
owl.
Not my friend's bird.
Not Hedwig.
Who has an owl?
That's what the
Oh,
Oh,
what's his
yeah,
name?
okay. No, I know who
Yeah,
you're on about.
yeah.
I know who you're on about.
Yeah.
He's friends with Harry Potter. I knew it.
Yes, no, we're heading back to the last resort. Probably not sprinting, but trying not to let our gift go cold before he gets it.
All right, 10 minutes or so later, you guys have made your way back to the last resort.
Tear my life into pieces. This is the last resort. Suffocation.
Do we see Rye?
You do indeed see Leroy. He is chilling, leaning against the desk. Sunglasses are like covering his face, and he's sort of rubbing above his eyes, rubbing his forehead. As he sort of sees you approach. Just gives you a bit of a smile. He seems quite tired.
Hey, how are you this evening? Rye.
Yeah. I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I just got back into town from a job. Stopped by the duck place you recommended. Pull up the skewers. You good to pick these up for you for recommending some places around town for us.
Oh, you fucking legend. As he sort of just takes a step towards you. He seems to be almost wobbling. Instinct would tell you he is definitely not sober. As he grabs the duck off you. Just starts devouring it.
He just slides all the meat off the skewer one move.
Unhinges his jaw and just fingers on each side of the skewer, runs it straight into his mouth.
Guys, it's mulch diggums.
All right. About 30 seconds later, he sort of just gives you a thanks and well, how'd your job go?
Ran into a couple of problems, but nothing. Nothing we couldn't handle immediately.
Nice one, man, nice one. Hey, look, you can relax now. You're back in the resort. You can spa, get a massage. More than welcome. It's on the house for you, man.
It's very much appreciated.
We're also looking to
do-
extend our stay by a few weeks.
Ugh. You want to just book for a month, then?
That might be safest.
Look. How many rooms did you guys have again?
2.
2.
Yeah, 2, I believe.
Okay. 2 rooms for a month. Yeah, look, you just want to give us 2 gold pieces and we'll just call it, bring back more of these. He waves up the empty skewers. Bring back more of these whenever you know you're in the middle of town and...
That's something we most certainly can do for you.
Oh, thanks, lads. Now, I'm going to go back to bed. I only just woke up and my head is pounding. Thanks for breakfast.
It's evening.
And he sort of takes 2 steps
The face plants.
and leans up against the wall, and you just hear retching as his face is hovered over a pot plant. The assistant, who is still in the room, shakes her head and just sighs as he stumbles his way out of there.
Guys, I think we found out why this place is so cheap. Because it's a really nice place, but apparently the proprietor is a drunk.
Is he usually like that? Talking to the assistant, of course.
Probably 5 out of the 7 days of the week, yes.
Does that mean we caught him the first day we saw him on one of those 2?
Yes, I would believe so. Although, I do believe he was still incredibly hungover.
Oh.
See, Kalen, it can't be Dionysus because he got drunk. Ooh.
Dionysus gets drunk. He gets real drunk.
No, he can't. As you said last week, he's not allowed alcohol.
Wow, that's dependent.
No, Larai is not a god.
I don't believe you.
If he
Sorry,
was a god,
track
he
me
wouldn't
doesn't
be-
believe you.
If he was a god, he wouldn't be spewing in a pot plant.
All right, what are
Be
you
a
guys
gilded
doing?
pot plant.
You have the spas and
Um,
massages available?
Yeah, let's get cleaned
I
up.
think I need to refresh because he went the spas and massages available as he hovered his thing over a tree.
What? Are you still on
not
the
in
tree?
Yeah, I was. Like, give up the spas and
Are
massages
you on the
available.
tree,
You said-
Kalen?
No, I see the spas.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I was
I
saying
am.
because
I was
Chase
so
hadn't moved his
confused.
character. I thought everybody else had. I just assumed Chase wasn't bothering.
No, I was still in the clearing. And when you went spas and massages, you started circling the tree. I'm like, what the fuck is he circling the tree for?
Yeah, man, you're gonna climb in that tree and have a bath.
The tree will give me a massage.
He'll open his mouth.
Oh no, that's foul. Don't say that.
Moving on. Is bath time. We are covered in tree sap and just who knows what
My
the fuck
own
else.
blood from
Yeah.
being squashed.
The
Yeah,
assistant
true.
sort of gives you a look over and just says, gentlemen, would you like the work?
Sounds
Uh,
good.
everything but a massage for me.
No worries, sir. All right. As you take the next hour to relax and unwind, who is getting a massage?
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
I will.
All right.
Alright.
This time it appears to only be. Does anyone remember the masseuse's name?
Where we told him Azusa's name?
You were. I wasn't told.
Azaviel? Does that ring a bell?
Oh, no.
The bald
Uh,
gentleman.
No. They were neither of them were an old gentleman. One of them was a
I
said
said
bald.
bald.
He said
gentleman.
bald.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, one of them was like double choc cake. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Juicy black man, and the other one was a brown
You
head.
can't say that.
Why not?
You can't call a black man a double choc cake.
Well, he was the thick black man. Who sees? Who sees? That was Yalnir. This is not Yalnir. This is Azaviel, who is the brown-haired lady who had treated 2 people the other day. So
you-
Drachma, are you getting a
Can you
masseuse?
spell- Can
Massage?
you spell those names?
Sorry, Jeremy.
Can you spell those?
Sure.
He's
Azaviel
right,
is
Jeffrey.
Azavielle, and Ylanir is Ylanear. Ylanear. Yalnir.
Go.
All right, Drachma, were you getting a massage as
for
well?
his tail. He needs
I
his tail
said
massaged.
no.
No, you need your tail massaged.
All right, Ivar and Cassian,
Do I have a tail? I don't
it
remember what
is
we decided.
the works. You
This
are getting
This
It was up to you.
a
poor
full
woman. We keep going opposite ends of the bathhouse on her.
full massage. She works you over for about 30-40 minutes each. Makes aches and pains in places you didn't know could have aches and pains. But at the end of it, you feel as floppy as a fish. Please roll me. What was it last time? Constitution saving throw.
Let us roll con saves, yeah.
I'll be right
Oh,
back.
this is great because I get plus
Natural
3 and Chase
20.
doesn't because he's over
I
there.
rolled a natural 20 for a con save for massage.
Yeah, I got a 23. We're gonna get poisoned or something in the next combat and just roll nat ones.
What does a natural 20 give me from a massage,
Um,
DM?
You feel really, really good. And you didn't even pop a stiffy. I don't know what else I can give you, man. That's pretty good.
I just thought it was funny that I rolled a nat 20 on a fucking massage. And Jeremy, you say that poor woman, but if she's into big muscly dudes, she's got two of them to deal with.
Yeah, but it's like we could have ended up in the ones next to each other. So she's just like going, no, we picked the opposite end. So once she's done, she's got to pick up all of her shit and move it.
Yeah, that's true.
He gets paid for it.
I'm pretty sure, Kaylin, you agreed to having the tail last session.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm happy to have a tail.
Tails are cool.
Tails are cool.
You can whip people with it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm
Interesting.
gonna trip
Alright.
Kane over with it.
You could, yeah.
Very interesting. All right, what are you guys doing? An hour, two passes. It is now the later stages of the evening. You have already eaten. You have relaxed, unwinded, been wound up, and then unwinded forcefully. For two of you. What do you guys want to do?
Certainly a way to put it.
Go to bed and have a nice sleep, not on the ground.
Fair enough. All right. Anyone want to do anything before they sleep?
I'll meditate.
Okay. What are you meditating on?
Just meditating. Just sitting in silence and darkness.
There's somebody else in your room. Have you asked them to turn the light off?
No.
You're just under your blankets.
Actually, I like the idea of that. Yes, I've just like chucked the blanket over me and just sitting in the darkness of the blanket.
Cassian's just gonna like manifest Greg in the room and give him the sending stone so he can just like whisper sweet nothings to Ivar through the sending stone all night.
No.
No.
All of his sweet nothings would be about vegetables.
Hey, I ate a carrot today. It
carrots.
reminded me of your cock.
I have 4 carrots in my ass right now.
No.
Let's move swiftly on.
How did we get here?
Jeremy,
Don't worry about it. You weren't there for this
Jeremy,
conversation
it
that
was
happened.
Jeremy.
I'm
it's just Jeremy.
concerned.
Orion's
He said he'll be back.
I guess Orion's having a wank.
Probably.
Oh, don't do that.
Please, no.
Ryan's just locked himself in one of the bathrooms.
Don't come in.
You can hear lightning crackling.
Damn.
And we have a long rest.
You have
He's got
now
nothing
long
static
rest.
in there.
Just stir the scene behind.
Let me double check my actions. I have not ticked it, so it doesn't matter. It was my hybrid form. I was just making sure to untick it.
You've just been a bear the entire way back.
I transformed back because I was half health and I didn't really want to maul Ryan or Cassian. Or the tree.
What about me, man? You want to mold
You were
me?
nowhere near us.
Yeah, no.
I just mauled the closest person.
That's painfully.
You want to get mauled? Is that it? You jealous?
No,
You
no,
kinky
no, I'm not.
bastard.
All right, what are you guys up to? It
Gabriel
is
will
a
die
new
again.
day. Are we waiting for Orion?
Well, apparently Ryan is gone.
He'll catch up. We need to go and get another job.
Alright, well, he's busy wanking. We're gonna go back to the job board.
All right, going back to the job board. In the middle of town, back to the market town, back to the market town, back to the market town. Now, Chase, that should have refreshed your page.
Yes, it did. I'm not currently staring at Bath, so if you circle anything, it should be okay.
No, we should be back on the tree.
Just don't lie to me.
All right, you make your way back to market town. What are you looking for? Where are you going?
Job board.
The job board.
You make it to the job board fairly early in the morning. We'll say probably around 7-ish in the morning. You haven't actually had breakfast because you guys just sort of ran out of the last resort before eating anything. Job board's pretty similar to how you guys left it.
I'll double check from where the posting was there yesterday, the other posting that I grabbed, see if it's still there.
The other
Well,
posting
then
is still
yesterday.
there. There was a posting asking or declaring that somebody was having bear troubles. There's a posting about a missing person. There's a posting about wanting to deliver a parcel. There's a posting about wanting some help lifting heavy objects. There's a post
So it's not
about
there
anymore.
wanting
Cassian can
some
very
people to
easily do
play
the hip-
in their varsity soccer team. Lots of different
What pays
postings.
the most?
How much is that lifting heavy things one?
Looks to be about 15 gold for 6 to 8 hours of work.
It's not awful.
Hmm.
Also not great.
It is down at the port.
I look for the most expensive ones again.
Roll me a perception check.
Why do I roll well when I'm doing this? That's an 18.
18. The most expensive one is still the bird trouble for about 100.
That's the one I was
gold.
looking for anyway.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll check that out.
Because I know Kane wanted to look at it, so I wanted to find that one. And then I was like, hey, can I find that one that I found the other day? And then he just started listing off other ones.
And there's also a listing on the jobs board that just says Little Jimmy 2.0. And it's just, please, I need help, Little Jimmy. You're not sure what that really means.
I grabbed both. I grabbed the little Jimmy one out of concern as well, and then I show it to the rest of the party. Let them make the decision.
The same little Jimmy that the guard was ordering around.
I have no idea. Just says little Jimmy 2.0, and then asks for help.
Do you want to help them, Drakemere? Not a gangster.
I'm willing to lend assistance.
Cassian, did you want to head back to the consortium? Find out what little Jimmy wants?
I certainly can. See if they'll let
It
us
might-
in.
Might earn us some favor with the consortium.
Hey, certainly
I
worth a
will-
chance.
I will put the bird one back.
We can always get back to the bird one if it's still there.
So the Little Jimmy one has listed under price that you will be paid free labor.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yes, but little Jimmy's tied to the consortium, so if it
Ah,
can get
it
us
Might be
any
worth
sort of,
helping.
if it can get us any sort of good favor, it will be worth it. If not, we tried.
Yeah, fair.
Because yeah, if we want a foothold here, they're definitely the people we need to get the notice of.
Underneath the no cost or no payment, it just says within the consortium, membership required. This was a joke fucking thing. Stop taking it so seriously.
Well, look, if you've put something in front of us,
Little Jimmy needs help,
Little
Caleb.
Jimmy needs help, but he needs help
And
from
we are the
somebody within the
reason
consortium.
And we are probably like 60% of the reason little Jimmy needs help, because we just gave like 3 fetch quests to this poor man and then dipped.
He has tiny legs.
Little Jimmy needs help. His legs are broken from all the running.
Alright, yeah, let's go to the thin beam and talk to Julius.
Yeah, we'll grab the one with the birds.
What? How do you remember that name?
I haven't
I got it,
no
I got it written
idea.
down, motherfucker. I took notes of all the jobs that we might be interested in.
You have long rested, yes. You spent the night at the last resort. Orion shagged the lady assistant Azaviel.
Whoa, that's upsetting that he gets more game when I'm not here.
Yeah, what can I say? Master of the roleplay. Wink, wink,
He
nudge,
decided
nudge.
to play Orion for you.
I'll say we give you plenty of opportunities, Kane, but you shut it down every time.
Don't see your character shagging.
Mate,
His
my
character
character's
has
not a
an oath
17-year-old
of-
virgin.
His character has an oath of, I only
Celibacy.
shag women so hot they're like the sun.
I will only shag the sun.
The sun calls to me. I must shag it.
I don't care how much
Shaggin,
it hurts.
attack.
He'll shag someone's son.
All right. Okay, you're taking more psychic damage.
Please.
That's a natural one. One more psychic damage to Orion. Okay, back on track. You guys are at the town square. You are picking up a job. There is a couple of jobs. The job you were looking at was bird trouble for 100 gold pieces.
Yes.
Now, bird
We'll
trouble
grab that
asks
job.
for you to go and meet with
Indeed.
Julius Peach, the innkeeper at, does anyone remember?
The thin beam.
The Thin Bean. So, head on over. I assume. Unless you guys want to do something else. You could go fishing, go play some sports, have a day off. Rest day? Rest
You
day.
can
hang
just
myself.
rest.
No, you need to actually be financially stable to have a rest day.
Hey, you guys just got 250 gold. Why don't you
Yeah,
just
we
take
should
a
split it.
day to like go lift things and earn 15 gold pieces then?
No, we need more money. We're adventurers.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's not much money when you're an adventurer.
You could
You
always
gotta live
split
the
the
good
party.
You're right, you could. Why don't
Drac-
Cassian and
Dracmia's-
Ivar go lift things because they're strong, and Dracmir and Orion can go deal with the bird trouble. Dracmir's
That
good with
requires
animals.
us to trust. That requires us to trust the children with an important job.
Is not as bad anymore.
And isn't
No.
Dracmir
Depends how I feel.
not much younger than your character?
Cassian's like late 20s. Dracmir's early 20s.
There's a difference between him being not too far from our age and his world experience. We found this man in the woods with no idea of how money works.
You didn't
That
find
is-
him in
That
the
was
woods.
hilarious. That was
Yeah, sure.
hilarious.
He found us in the woods.
True, Cassian didn't, but yeah, there's the understanding that Dracmir might not be young, but Dracmir is naive.
That's a nice way of putting it. I would have said retarded. Anyway,
that too.
I think Dracmir has come leaps and bounds since his unfortunate several deaths.
Yes, his
Each time his
understanding
god
of-
just went, here,
I think
have more world knowledge.
His understanding
I
of
think-
the world has improved. Life is pain.
I
Life
think
is
he's like,
suffering.
I need to put a bit more effort in because next time I die might be the last time I die.
Does he say that each time he dies?
he's only died twice.
Twice.
Like,
Look, he
All right,
died
come on.
very
Let's play
quickly
some.
after the
Let's
first-
Twice
Dunder.
that we
We're
know
playing
of.
some Dunder. You're splitting the party.
What?
Oh,
No, we're not.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Look, if you give me a really cool magic item, whichever one I want, I'm happy to split
You
the
do
party.
have sending stones. You can indeed split the party. Like I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah,
but up to you
They
guys.
might get there
Talk amongst yourselves.
too
What are you
late.
doing?
We going there to
Great
check on these
conversation.
birds?
Really awesome conversation, that one.
I started speaking.
30 seconds later.
I finished swallowing my food, and then I started speaking.
Finish fucking swallowing with your asshole. You heard me.
So,
Just be glad my microphone didn't pick up my burp.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Oh, good.
so we going to check out this bird problem?
Yes.
So off we go.
We head over to the thin bean.
All right, you head over to the Thin Bean, which is up towards the Cloudfire Garden, but still sort of closer-ish to Market Town, somewhere in this sort of vicinity.
Okay.
All right, you make your way to the Thin Bean. It takes a couple of minutes, and you are there. What would you like to do?
First, do we notice any birds?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Can I also see if there's any birds?
Sure, you may roll your own perception check.
18.
All right, 18
15.
and a 15. Okay. You don't notice any birds.
Strange.
One could certainly
Maybe
say
the
that.
bird problem's been solved.
Can we see the inn cape?
All right. Well, you're currently standing outside staring at it, so if you go inside, you might be able to.
I'm gonna walk inside. Can we see the inn cape?
All right, you walk inside. The place is hustling and bustling. There are people going sort of all over the place. It is early morning. People are coming in for their breakfasts. You can see what appears to be several tavern staff hustling about. There is a man behind a bar who is doing some cooking, who looks to be also giving out orders to other people. So you could only assume that he might be manager of some kind, if not the innkeep.
Like, are there empty stools at the bar?
There are a few, yes.
Cool. Cassian's gonna walk up and sit at one of the empty stools.
Righto. What is the rest of the party doing?
We'll sit next to him.
Yeah, we'll go with him.
I'll just be casually looking around.
All right. So the three of you are sitting at the bar. You're there for a couple of minutes before the man sort of looks over to you, wanders over, and just says, "I want to be then."
I'll have a round of ales to start with, and we're looking for Julius Peach. I don't know, that might be you, the job posting about some troubled birds.
Yeah, that'll be me, Julius Peach. I'll get you those ales. Look, we're a little bit flat chat. If you don't mind waiting half an hour or so, just for us to calm down a little bit, and then I can run you through sort of the fuck's been going on.
Hey, no, that won't be a problem at all.
Thank you very much. All right. You are served some ales. He doesn't ask for coin. Seems to be hustling and bustling around. What's going on?
I drink slowly. I savor it for the next half an hour.
Okay.
Well, while we're waiting, Cassian's gonna turn to Iva. I suppose we're gonna talk about what long-term goals are while we're here. Imagine we can't go back to fucking Merendor for a while.
More
Probably a very
cheese.
long while.
Unfortunately, we stopped quite a stir before we left.
So whether we try and set ourselves up here, whether it be short term or whether we just make a home base here and see where it leads us. Start getting some jobs and see if we can get a property or something.
As it stands, we need to focus on work. If we can find any leads that could point us in the direction of the people we are looking for.
Imagine we need
Would
to
be
get in there.
helpful.
We'll need to get the area of the consortium for that.
Consortium's our best
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, work first, and then I suppose if we can get in doing jobs for them, they might be able to help us find who we're looking for, and if not, set us up somewhere, or point us in a direction we can get set up and try and run.
Me and the boy are looking for people. Drakemere. Information. What are you after?
Me personally,
Bitches and hoes.
I don't think he says that.
Yeah.
You don't know
fucking
that.
what- Oh. Me personally, I'm just going on with what I'm doing. Trying to keep up with my responsibilities as a divine champion, I suppose. Organization I don't really represent, but for now I'm just waiting on news or direction from them. All my leads on that front are tied down for the moment, so
Same organization you mentioned about picking up the pieces of the kingdom.
I say they'll contact me when they've got some shit they need done, but so for now I've got nothing from them. Probably won't get anything for a while. They'll be trying to wait until shit blows over there before they probably reach out to me with anything important. Too risky while the waters are hot.
Will you leave us when they reach out with something?
Probably not. They've all things considered, they've taken a liking to you. The current order as it stands is basically to stick with you fuckers and keep you alive.
Well, from the sounds of it, they're not currently fond of the current situation in the kingdom. And it's not like our group is aligned.
Yeah, no. Either way, if we can get in with the consortium, set up somewhere, it might give us a launching point or a way to expand our efforts. Or at least if we can get a base of operations that makes us contactable, get an information network set up, might be able to find some leads.
It's a solid plan. And hopefully, since we're less into the kingdom's grip, we might be able to find those books we're after. Any sort of information. We keep asking around only to find more questions. I think it's about time we get answers.
DM, as far as books that we're looking for that the kingdom might be trying to make less accessible, how much would we know about the local area as far as, I don't know, like black markets, pirates, or whatever, in terms of...
So by books, I'm assuming you were talking about mostly what Drakmere's after, as well as information?
Yeah.
I'm still looking for anything to do with the Elithma and Dragon Heart Stones.
Yeah, so information. Just the phrasing of books, it was a little bit confusing to me because the only book that I can really tell you're looking for is, what was its name, Drakmere? Rooted Versatility?
Yes.
Other than that, you just
Well,
have
we were
information.
last time we searched for information, we were asking for books.
Yep. Ooh, roll me some history checks, please. Whoever would like. Cassian, definitely, he's asking about it. Ivar's also in the conversation. Drakmere, you're also at the bench. You can contribute.
Okay. No.
Sure, I'll roll.
That's a solid 8.
An 8.
I think you've done better than me.
14.
Oh,
I don't
no,
have
we
a
did the
plus.
same. I also got 8.
Neither do I.
8.
I had a
14.
+2.
All right. Unfortunately, you don't really know too much about Duskmere. It's quite a... In terms of the states, Duskmere is the one that has the least information readily available in the other ones. Not quite too sure what sort of infrastructure Duskmere might have. You do know that Duskmere is relatively young. Arcwyn as a whole, as the sort of continent of states that it is to make up the kingdom, is only sort of 400, 500 years old, in that range. I have an exact number somewhere, but I can't be bothered looking for it. Duskmere is probably only 100, 150, 200 within that range. That's just sort of the way it's fallen. It is still a part of Arcwyn, but it basically operates as its own state, whereas some of the other states obviously contribute more towards the Kingdom of Arcwyn. Duskmere is sort of its own independent state within the kingdom.
Yeah, so consider like Australia and England. We're independent, but we still fall under the crown.
Yeah, similar vein.
Yep. Well, I suppose that gives us a goal to work towards for now, then. First step, I suppose, is to keep doing work until we can stumble across something to get the notice of the consortium. I suppose any better paying jobs around here are going to come from them anyway, so if we want to get anywhere, we need to eventually try and get in with them.
Agreed. I'm sure the other two won't have any issue with that.
But one of them sitting next to you.
Or he could pipe up.
Oh, I suppose that, and we still need to see if I can find a registrar's office or something, and we can see about getting Orion set up as a ward. For no other reason than to try and get some documentation for him.
Would help. Having to explain why we're carrying around a 17-year-old will be trouble.
Yeah. If we get him as a ward, then at the very least, if we get into any issues with it, I can sign for him.
Who's your daddy?
Please, no.
You could also just, lie and say he is 18.
Yeah. Unless if I assume that they wouldn't use magic to verify that.
Considering
Not
the
the
kingdom
truth.
we're in.
Or they
Yeah.
just bullshit detectors.
So Cassian as well would probably, if possible, go down the more truthful route. That and having some form of documentation in Cassian's mind would be beneficial for Orion.
Yep. All right. So what is the plan here? You guys are waiting for Julius? Just
Yeah,
discuss
probably
it?
just further just mundane small talk about, how the fuck's the weather.
Pretty cloudy, actually. It's rain's coming. Yeah. Rain is coming. It's getting colder. All right. After almost an hour, Julius sort of wanders back over. I'm sorry about that, lads. Look. Yeah. A bit of a rough time of morning to come. All right. How can I help you?
I was here about that job posting you put about the birds. See if we can't help you out.
Wonderful. Yeah, look. Price tag's a little bit extreme in my opinion, but Mrs. wants it dealt with. We run an above ground business here, but our patrons and the missus are not very impressed. They are unable to sleep at night due to the sound of birds scraping and scratching on wood, crying out, all these sort of ruffling of feathers, or keeping everyone awake at night. Not good for business, not good for me marriage. Just want some help sorting it out.
Are we talking birds on the roof, or you reckon they might have nested in the rafters somewhere?
To be completely honest, don't think they're here. I think they're next door. Look, there was this. There is this fella. I say there was. Not sure he's dead. They went by Howden. Sort of one of them old prickly types. One of them elves. You, by the way, Julius Peach is a dwarf. I forgot. I should have introduced him. He is a dwarf of rather large stature for a dwarf. Big pot belly, luscious, flowing, ranger dreadlocks and beard.
Okay.
Is there any sort of roof access or a way we might get up there? For no other reason, just have a look around, try and see something.
In here or next door?
Either or.
Look, if you want to go up into the rafters here, more than welcome. You can get on the roof too if you like. There should be a way in, I believe. Yeah, should do. He sort of turns his head and thinks, yeah, I can show you that. Otherwise, look, Howden hasn't been seen in quite a while. 2 weeks, nearly 3 now. Real cries, ruffling feathers, etc. The guy absolutely loved animals. Spent most of his time out in the fucking forest, but haven't been seen in a while. Got no idea what's going on. And those, whatever they are, birds, keeping the clients up, keeping the missus up at night, just needs you to deal with it, please.
Right, well, we'll see what we can do for you.
Sounds good. Look, ales are on the house. Shall I show you 3 up to the rafters then?
Yeah. Yeah, might be good.
Good way.
If we need to get up there later.
All right. Thank you.
Then have them head off. I'll follow them.
Okay.
I'll
He
run off
takes
with
you
the
up
kids.
a winding set of stairs into what seems to be some sort of office, through a side door, up a shorter, very narrow set of stairs, obviously for a dwarf, into sort of the rafter area of the tavern. Sort of points out to a window that's the only window in the not a cellar. What's the word I'm looking for?
Attic.
Attic. Thank you. In the attic, and just sort of, that's the roof access. Got it?
Hey, thanks for that.
Thanks, lads. And he sort of trudges off down the narrow stairs.
Just while we're here, let's have a quick look around, see if there is any signs of birds having been up here, recently in the last couple of days to a week.
All right. Roll me a perception check, please. Wait, perception investigation. Investigation.
I need to stop using this dice. That's a 5.
Doesn't appear to be any feathers around. Has a bit of a pungent smell to it, sort of a stale, rotting fruit smell. There seems to be some old stock up here. There's a blanket and a couple pillows surrounded by candles that have obviously been lit quite a few times right next to the window. Other than that, doesn't appear to be any birds.
Yep.
No.
I suppose we'd best go next door and try and, or at least do a welfare check on this Howden. Everything here seems to be in order.
Yeah.
Seems that way.
We're going to head down and go to next door where he indicated this Howden can be found. Well,
All right, heading
supposedly.
down and next door. All right, heading to the next door house. It is a timber house made of what seems to be clearly hand-cut wood that perhaps not as nice as the other houses around it, considering the sort of poshness of Seavale as a town. But still looks to be a nice enough house. Pretty unassuming. What would you like to do?
Any dust or anything on doors, window sills? Looks like maybe someone hasn't been here for a while.
Window sills are currently curtained off, so you can't really see in. Doesn't appear to be too much dust on the front doorstep or the door. No.
No, Cassian will walk up
Knock on the door.
not like obnoxiously, but like loudly.
You wait a second, 3, 10, 30. No response.
Cassian will knock again louder and Howden. At least we're looking for someone named Howden. Told we can find him here.
There is no
Cassian.
response.
Is the door unlocked?
Yeah, so next question. I'm going to try the door handle.
The door is locked.
Can I hear anything with my predatory senses?
Peter, say what? Roll me a perception check.
With my animal senses, do I hear anything? You douche.
I think the term you're looking for is your furry senses.
Shut up, all of you. I shouldn't have said anything, apparently. That is 11 plus 3, 14.
Yeah, you hear a little boy named Timmy 3 blocks over screaming and having fun at the playground. No, you don't hear a thing.
Cassian's going to turn to Drakmir.
Yes.
Drakmir, that key we got for you a while back, you reckon you might be able to use it to try and open the door?
Jackmate cracks his knuckles, both of them, cracks his neck, and then walks up.
All right,
This
slide of hand,
is
and
please.
so-
like the type of
What's that?
house that have a back door.
Don't you dare take this away from me, Orion.
Roll me a perception check, Orion.
God damn it.
If anyone asks Kane, we just say we're here for a welfare check, which is not untrue because this man hasn't been seen in 3 weeks.
Can I ask what
It's-
equipment you guys currently have on you?
Equipped,
do I have
no
a seven-fingered
adventuring
key?
gear.
Yeah, if we went out for a job.
All right. All right.
In my inventory, I have a note that I'm very sad about the loss of dynamite.
Mm.
Yeah, my natural 1 doesn't help.
Orion, you forget you have eyes. All right, Drakmir.
Ryan just
What are you doing?
stares directly into the sky.
All right, I want to pick the lock, for which I have a
I'm
plus
trying my dice.
12, plus 13 apparently.
Sleight of hand,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
You've
sleight
got
of
your-
hand.
You've
Holy
got
So you've got sleight
your-
of hand and that lockpick, man. That lockpick's good.
That
Yep, so I have-
the key. 7-fingered key.
Yep, I've got Dex plus 3, Gloves of Thievery plus 5, 7-fingered key, and additional plus 5.
Yes.
Nice.
And then any sound the lock would normally make is suppressed, regardless of success or failure.
That's
Oh, you've
really
only got a
nice.
+5 written on your actual sheet, though. Does the 7-fingered key
No,
not actually give you a
for the
buff?
pass without trace. So the pass without trace
Oh.
hasn't actually taken into effect on the sleight of hand.
Pass without a trace doesn't take into effect on the sleight of hand.
Although, sorry, the 7-fingered key. The 7-fingered key hasn't actually affected the sleight of hand. whereas the Gloves of
Yeah, I'll need
Thievery
to try and
has.
fix that for the item. As long as you remember, it's fine. But remind me
Yeah.
and I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, guys, we're actually opening a door stealthily.
Uh,
Normally we
Well-
just break it down.
You currently are out in the middle of a road. I don't know
Again,
about
if the
stealthily.
guards
Yeah,
come
look,
up,
Our party is very
and again,
familiar
if
with
we are
breaking shit.
questioned, we are here for a welfare check, which is not a
That's true
lie.
enough.
So I have a plus 13. That's a 14 total.
Did you really roll a
A
natural,
natural
one?
1?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No, you don't. I was just gonna say, I thought you have advantage. but-
Legitimately anything else, and you would have unlocked the door.
I mean, what's stopping me from trying again?
Your lockpick.
Why are you saying the 7-fingered key is broken? Because
Magic items don't break.
It's not
you
gonna
can use
break.
the 7-fingered key in place of thieves' tools when attempting to
It
pick a lock
slips
or
out of his
disable a trap.
hands or some shit.
So my assumption would be that would be instead of anything else.
No, but fiddling with the lock and the machinations of the lock itself have damaged something within the door lock. So you can try again. It is going to be a lot harder.
Hold on.
Is there any windows, like, out of you we might be able to climb
All right,
through.
Brian, crawl into a bowl. I'm going to
Um,
toss you through a window.
You're still under the impression that
Oh.
you don't have eyes.
Okay.
I mean, sure, I'll just try again. I don't know what else I could do.
Is no one
No,
else gonna think of a
fail.
smarter way to get in?
Let me have this, Orion.
Oh yes,
Shut up.
Orion. How about I fucking throw the door off its hinges?
If it comes to that,
Well, that
we're
dice
not
just bounced
currently
out.
thinking about breaking and entering per se. We're trying to unlock the door because, from the information we have, this man is probably dead.
19.
The door does not budge. How did you fuck up with a
Wait,
plus
wait,
30?
wait! God damn it! Okay, I want to my lucky rabbit's foot. Gain advantage on a dexterity check once daily.
You have to
Which I
declare it
sh-
before you roll.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give you
Try again.
advantage after you fail a roll.
Pretty
Try
much.
again.
Oh, well, that one's fair enough, but it doesn't say anything about when. But yeah.
Just try again.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try again. This time with advantage.
It's like you've also got your amulet of false life. I'm not going to remind you that you have to roll the d4 every morning.
That's a 30.
A 30?
17 plus
Okay.
13 is 30.
It
That's better.
takes roughly 30 minutes of Drakmir fiddling with the key and the door before it finally, you hear a clonk and the door swings open.
My dice is
gone. Before we go in, Cassian's gonna knock on the door frame again. Halden, if you're in there, we're coming in.
Righto.
A screeching.
Okay.
As Halden's corpse runs down the
As you
stairs.
walk in, something of note, the house is meticulously tidy. There are tools cleaned and hung up with care on the wall, boots neatly placed by the door. There is a half-finished bowl of stew that is spoiled, sitting on a table. Doesn't appear to be any sign of a struggle.
Is there like dust beginning to build on anything?
It looks as if there's a thin layer of dust. Yeah.
No footprints or anything in any dust on the floor?
Roll me an investigation check.
Well, that was almost very bad. Instead, that's a 16.
A 16. Okay. Doesn't appear to be any footprints on the dust on the floor, no, other than what you have just created walking in.
Single story staircase.
It appears to be a double-story building. From the outside, it definitely looked to be that way. It definitely was tall enough. There is basically a short, thin ladder over in one side of the room, which leads to a second story.
So, should we check upstairs first?
Yeah, I suppose we should shut the door just in case. If there's birds or anything, doesn't look like they've been down here. There'd be shit everywhere. Second story is probably your best bet to check for the birds. And based on look around here, either he left very calmly halfway through his meal, or he'll be around
Yeah,
here
sure.
somewhere. Do we need to find these birds, and if he is dead, we need to try and find a body, or at the very least try and find some clue as to what happened.
Righto. So you're heading upstairs?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you
Yep.
make your way up the ladder, leading into an upstairs room.
Cassian will go last up the ladder. As the others are climbing, I'm going to drop a divine sense, just to see if I can ping anything, so I can detect good and evil, or see anything affected by Hallow spell and know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. Not behind total cover, so that's only going to ping for this floor.
Nothing.
But then I can do it. Then I can say, and then after I climb the ladder, I'll do the same thing again for the second floor.
Is that a spell?
No,
Nope, it's a class feature.
Yeah, paladin
Oh.
thing. Detect good and evil. No, it's divine sense.
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah, so
But
I
it
can
detects
detect good and evil, or yeah, hello spell, celestial fiends, or undead.
Okay.
So useful for shit like this, if just to try and ping if any of this shit is here.
Yeah.
So I get nothing back on the second.
I'm just
floor?
reading your spell. Nothing back on the second floor. No.
Well, if anything's happened to him, I can't detect any fiends, undead, that sort of shit. Or if any spells have been used, they're not leaving any residue that I can read. And then I suppose I don't know what the others are doing, but Cassian's going to start looking around the second floor, trying to find any sign of Halden or any sign of birds or creatures.
I'll help.
So the second floor is made up of a seemingly quite small office space, as well as a what seems to have once been a bedroom, but it looks to have been converted into a sort of aviary. Bird shit lines the floor. There are thickened ceiling beams, torn curtains, are sort of used as a netting material hung from wall to wall, ceiling to ceiling. Sunlight filters through an open window, and there are feathers found around in the air. I'm going to need each of you to make a stealth check for me, please, as within the aviary, there are 3 giant owls perched silently,
Oh.
sleeping.
How big?
Oh, fuck me dead. Giant owls, it's a creature. That's a 5.
4.
Would I be able to cast Pass Without a Trace? Like the
If you had have
Pass
said
Without a
something
Trace once a day.
If
Yeah,
you had
it's a
have,
preemptive thing.
yeah.
19.
That's fair. I thought I'd check anyway.
Look, I'll say yes in this situation simply because the owls are asleep.
Oh, so alright. Well, I don't remember what the Pass Without a Trace spell is, but
Plus 10 to stealth checks.
plus 10 on
Yep.
top of everything else.
Pretty sure it's plus 10.
Pretty sure it's a
Yeah.
plus 10.
One of
yeah.
us or just him?
Everyone.
Well,
Two,
as many
everyone.
people as he chooses, I believe, something like that.
Then
anyway.
I'm up
There's
to
a
4.
lot.
I say
then I'm up
there's
to
a
$14.
there's a limit, but it's definitely more than 4.
No, no,
29.
wait. No, it's
Yeah,
15.
All right, what did everyone roll?
18.
29.
Is that with your plus
15.
10, Drachma?
Yes.
Jeez, you guys rolled like shit. 29,
I mean,
18, 15, 14?
Pretty much.
I mean, I do have disadvantage on stealth checks, so yes.
I rolled my disadvantage.
I no longer have disadvantage. I just have a straight roll.
Why
You're not
do you
in
no
heavy
longer have
armor.
disadvantage?
I have the cloak of elvish kind.
Kind. Yeah, I gave it to him.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my. The owls are very, very fucking asleep.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm just
Is
gonna take a
the-
photo of this real quick.
Nat ones.
They rolled a
All
nat
3
one.
nat ones. I'm willing to bet. all
That
3
is
got nat
3 goddamn nat ones.
Nah.
That's not
Yeah,
good
that
because it
helps.
means if we come to a combat, he's about to roll 3 nat 20s. So
Well,
let's
they're
not
dead
let's
before.
not start combat.
So the owls are very much fast asleep.
Is there a body on the floor?
No,
Or just somewhere in the no bones
Nope.
or what looks like
there looks to be bones, but it looks to be small animals, marsupials,
Nothing human.
nothing human.
Maybe he was a
Do-
small marsupial.
Do we know anything about giant owls?
Roll me a nature check.
I was gonna say, would I have learned anything from Diana?
Diana.
Diane, yep, that one.
Oh, I rolled really well. That's an 18.
All right. Giant owls are essentially larger owls. They are regarded as an almost magic imbued version of an owl.
Makes sense.
Highly perceptive creatures, highly intelligent creatures. Wingspan can reach upwards of, well, we're talking in feet, so 12 to 15 feet when their wings are fully stretched. They are large creatures. They are known to bond to either a person or thing and protect that thing for the rest of their lives. Incredibly territorial.
So,
However, if they are treated respectfully and calmly, and they do not sense any malicious intent, they are capable of restraint.
I don't know where everyone is in this room, but Cassian's going to, as quietly as he can, try and back out of the room and get as far away, like on that floor, as far away from that room as he can, trying to motion the others to come as well.
The second floor isn't that large. You could probably get maybe 5-10 feet away from the door of the room.
I will also back out of the room.
Cassian's going to go down the ladder as quietly as possible.
All right.
I will follow.
Roll me
the
another
others.
stealth check, please.
I guess we'll all follow.
Yep.
That's a 17.
With pass without the trace.
Yep.
Righto. So that's
14.
active for about 10 minutes, I believe.
Something like that.
Sweet. 22.
14 with pass without trace.
22.
The owls don't seem to awaken. You make your way down the ladder, and into the living/kitchen quarters of the house.
It's talking very quietly. So what do we want to do here? No sign of Halden, but from what I know about these creatures, they're very territorial and will likely have bonded to this Halden. If we wake them, I don't know how they're going to react. It's possible we might be able to, if we're non-threatening in our approach, not get mauled on sight, but there's also no guarantee.
We need to figure out where Holden went.
And if he's dead, at the very least, we need to get them out of the city.
How do we get them
Ideally,
out of the city.
I don't know. Ideally, we wouldn't have to kill them, but
Creatures such as these would be ashamed to kill them.
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, having creatures like these in a city. And if he's been gone as long as they say, I'm assuming he's dead. Either that or he's a fucking idiot.
How could we convince them to leave the city?
Does anyone have any magic or anything that might help us here? The ability to talk to creatures?
If I did, I would.
If only you weren't a warlock now.
Alright, time to change up my class again.
We can go speak to an alchemist.
Alright,
We are
lead in, you
the-
party member.
Possible. The thing is, there is an office up there. We might be able to find something, but that's a mighty big risk. That's a huge risk trying to rub into an office that close to those creatures. And that window's open, so if we spook them, there's a chance they could fly into the city. I'm
Might be
assuming
best
that's
we go.
Potion that might help.
What sort of
Okay.
potion?
A potion of animal scent. It lets you command animals.
Well,
do I need to roll again, or with my roll, would I understand whether these things would be a simple animal, or because they're more magical, could this be a bit more complicated?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Shit, that's a 4.
I mean, you're not too sure. You've never really dealt with guardian owls or giant owls of any nature. Not really dealt with owls of any nature.
It's possible it could work, but again, if we try anything that doesn't work, there's a good chance these things are going to get aggressive, and I think it'd be best to avoid that if we can.
The potion gives you the uncanny ability to commune and command animals. So,
Yeah.
just say that in character.
yeah,
He just wrote the description of the potion in character. Okay.
I didn't read all of it.
It's just got a little
It's
tag
still just
to the core
out-
that
it's
actually
just
explains
still-
what it does.
It's just a very random for Ryan to say.
Looks over and read the script.
So, looking at Orion, I'm sure you've probably picked this up by now, but magic doesn't always work. Especially not the way you want it, so just because that's the intent of the potion doesn't mean that's going to end up. We could walk in there, and it could just go wrong.
We can go find a potion of animals speaking and alchemist in town.
That's
Take
probably,
both potions and we might be able to convince the owls to leave.
that's probably for the best. We'd be better off trying to speak with them rather than command them. At least then, if something goes wrong, there's no way for them to misconstrue our approach. Whereas if we walk in there and start giving orders and it doesn't work, probably gonna turn to shit real quick.
Well,
Especially because we don't know what's happened to their master.
the potion does let you commune, so wouldn't that do the same thing as let you speak with them?
Supposedly. So potions aren't really my specialty, so unless any of you know a bit more, it may be worth a shot. It's just, yeah, if we're gonna go up there, giving orders would have to be a last resort. Because anything we try, we need to keep it as friendly as possible. If we're gonna wake them, try not to piss them off. Might even pay if we're gonna go up there, bring some food or something. At the very least, then we can offer that as a gesture of goodwill.
I'm assuming they don't like sugar cubes.
Based on the bones of the floor, we're gonna need meat.
Triangular duck.
And a fair amount of it.
Hey,
Triangular duck.
unless anyone else has got some ideas, it might be our best approach for now. Try and just get something to offer as a peace offering, and yeah, perhaps this potion might work to commune with them. Could also be worth trying to price up a potion to help us speak with animals in case it doesn't work.
Let's speak to an alchemist first and get some
so-
food.
Can someone check
Hold
the
on.
YouTube? My playback is buffering. I don't know whether it's because the stream's gone to shit or...
Check it
Not
out.
fun.
Stream's over.
Yeah.
Recorded for 2 hours 19. So
We've only missed 2 minutes then, because my status has got 2 hours 21. So I will just end stream and try and put it back up.
yeah, just start. Oh wait, you're on Twitch? Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, it's YouTube.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna bother with YouTube anymore, but I appreciate it.
YouTube has
I'll
had a
say
little bit
that
of
that's
issues.
just what Streamlabs was set to. If you want to switch it, like swap it to Twitch, I can.
Are you on
for
Twitch
next
as well?
session. Nah, Twitch was done through OBS, so because we're only going to do the one.
Yeah, if we're only gonna do the one, do it to Twitch because YouTube has been painful.
Yeah, I'll say
That's
I'll
why
do that
I
for
was
the
recording
next-
my end so I can upload to YouTube.
Well, for the next session, then I will reset Streamlabs for Twitch. But yeah, for now, that's where we're at.
Got it? No worries.
Just give me a minute. I will let you know when I say it, or if anyone else says it first. Just give me a heads up. If it wants to go, I'm sort of stuck in limbo at the moment.
Stuck on your mum.
Come
You said,
on.
I quote, stuck on your mum.
Who's stuck on your mum, Chase? What?
Failed.
Person,
I'm gonna try rebooting Streamlabs.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Can I just clarify something out of character?
Yeah.
No.
The potion I have, wouldn't it work the same as the potion of speak with animals?
What?
Or in a similar way?
Based on
One
description.
one lets you speak to the animals. One lets you command them.
No, it says
This
command
one
and
says
commune.
yeah,
I say
and
it
commune.
says commune. Out of character, I would assume yes. In character, we have no fucking clue. Hence why I'm saying it might pay to see what it would cost to get another one, just in case.
I don't
because-
remember where you got that potion.
Yeah, 'cause again,
when we
we-
robbed the
we-
magic shop.
we
Oh.
as characters don't
Really?
have a lot of experience with potions.
Really get it from the magic shop?
I think so. I think that's where we got
From
a bunch of
one of
potions,
the
wasn't
from one
it?
of the chests, probably.
Did you
We
get
did
a
get it.
feather token at any point?
Looks
what?
like we're live again as well.
A feather token.
A feather token.
At least I don't have that. I'm
Yes,
not sure
yes,
if
you are
that-
alive again.
I'm not sure if any of the others do.
Alright,
what?
no
I
worries.
remember
A feather token.
You grabbed all the shit and put it in the bag of holding from memory.
I just have for this
yeah,
potion because
out
all
of
the
out of
potions were
character,
handed to
yes,
me.
that would let you commune with animals.
Okay.
As a in character, we don't know.
Well, in character, you've got the item. It's a magic potion. Obviously, you got it from a magic shop. You would trust what it says.
I can identify it if needed, or one of us can make a check.
Yeah, make a check. Give me an
I'll
Arcana
hand
check.
it. I'll
Got the
vote.
highest arcana.
We're not going who's got the highest. We're going who's
Damn.
holding the potion.
I was handing it
Alright.
over to Ivar for him to.
Alright, Ivar, give me an Arcana check.
Does the identification monocle even work on potions?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Sure, I will look over the potion.
Okay, you spend the next 10 minutes staring at the potion.
So the monocle has done fuck all for me.
And it is a potion of animal scent. When you drink this potion, you will gain the uncanny ability to command and commune with animals, gaining advantage on all animal handling checks.
Ah, there we go.
Do you relay this information?
Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll
Well,
flick you in the
okay.
forehead if you don't shut up.
What Mississippi?
Right. This potion will let us commune with them. Might make it easier
The
as well.
potion does have
Command
chunks of
them.
fish. What looks to be a tongue, a cat claw, and squirrel hair in it.
Damn, why are you being weird?
I'm just describing it. You asked. You said you wanted to know what it looked like. You said you wanted to know what it was.
Well, that certainly makes that easier. I suppose then we should probably leave this be for now and see if we can't find a butcher or something, just get some meat.
One of us go quickly get something from the butcher, and I guess we decide among us who will talk to the owls.
Do you
Well,
think they would have anything next door?
I don't know, but if you want, we've got the sending stone, so I can stay here with someone. Just keep an eye out, and then the other two can go and try and find some meat, and then if we hear anything from upstairs, if somebody have a way of contacting each other.
I'll head off.
It's
I'll come
time
over.
to split the party.
Oh no.
I'm
This is
going
what
to
he wanted
hand
to
the
send
potion to
back
Cassian for now.
The party
Okay.
has been split.
But Drachma's the one good with animals.
Well, I'm
Yeah, we
just
can-
handing it to Cassian
Say,
for now. I'm not
we haven't-
force feeding him.
It's like,
I'm
we haven't
joking.
discussed that yet. We need to get all the pieces of our plan before
I
we
said
even
we'll
attempt
discuss it
anything.
when.
Alright. Ivar and Orion, I guess. I don't know who's going. It's
Yeah.
Ivar.
That I
Anyone
said I
with
was
Ivar?
going, yeah.
Okay, Ivar and Orion. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who you being? Where you
Should we
being?
check next door first? Because it's their job.
Save us the walk. We'll head into the string bean or whatever it's called again.
No, that's a vegetable.
Thin bean, I think.
The thin bean is a tavern.
The thin bean.
Alright, you're heading
yeah.
for thin bean. Julius, sorry, I mean
green
Julius Jeech. Since we're forgetting all the names. Julius, gives you a bit of a look as you walk in, gives you a nod.
We may have identified the source of your bird issue.
And have you gotten rid of the fox?
Working on it. Don't suppose you have any raw meat we can use?
Raw meat. I've got
From the
scraps
kitchens.
and fat trimmings. Would that do?
How much do you have in the way of scraps?
Maybe a bucket's worth. The last 3 days. Normally gets fed out to the hounds.
Sounds good. Unfortunately,
Is
the
that
hounds will
gonna
have to
be
miss out.
enough, or
He gives you a nod.
Just-
Goes back towards the
Okay.
kitchen area, and a couple minutes later comes back with a bucket full of fat trimmings and meat trimmings, and has
the
a distinct
offcuts?
little rottening smell to it. It's slowly getting rotten. Hasn't reached that point yet, though.
This is a
Well,
start.
here you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Best of luck then. 100 gold for you if you can get rid of the pest.
We'll do our best. Unfortunately, we think your neighbor might be dead.
Ah, fuck. He was a good fella, Howden. Lumberjack.
His
Always
house
used to bring
was-
us extra wood.
His house has been untouched for weeks.
Any idea what happened to him then?
We haven't found him.
Fuck.
You said he went out to the woods?
Well, yeah, he was a lumberjack. Used to bring us the wood and winter that we needed for our fires.
Something may have nabbed him.
Yeah, it's possible. Who knows what the fuck's out there in those woods?
Not many people do.
He said it looks a bit confused. That was a rhetorical question. Best of luck.
And that was a rhetorical answer.
Good day.
He sort of scratches his head. He's a bit confused. He's not the most intelligent man, I will say. Yeah.
On the way back,
You've been gone all of
I've,
5 minutes.
yeah, I know. I mean,
It's
while
3
we're
meters down
walking
the
back,
road.
I'm gonna talk to Ivar on the way back.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good roleplay. Go for it.
And you're there. No,
If he
continue.
went missing in the woods, do you think it could be related to what we saw?
The druids.
Yeah.
Dryads.
Close
I
enough.
figured I said druids.
If he
Roger.
often cut down trees and stuff.
Well, these dryads, they attack the trees. Or at least the living one. Well, magically living one.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a chance that he might have got tangled up in that mess. I could be wrong, but
It's possible.
that's
It's not a bad hunch.
I hope the hunch is wrong.
If things are connected, we might figure them out sooner than later.
I guess that's true. And then we get back.
Oh no, you've been back for a while. You're just standing outside the front door.
Oh, okay.
Just quickly, Caleb, looking through my spells. When we changed my class and you gave me augury, we never got back to talking. Would I have the components for casting this? We had a brief conversation about it, but we never decided if or what I would have.
I would say so. Yes, I would have said so.
In that case, while they've been gone, Cassian would have pulled out a token. So I would assume, say, like a set of coins or something, like old coins from the old religion marked with symbols of various gods, probably predominantly Apollo. And depending on how far you're willing to let me push this, looking not so much for like a success or failure outcome, but like from a moral standpoint, like whether we're about like if this guy's alive, are we about to fuck with his shit? In terms of like good, like yes, he's dead, we're about to release some birds, or like bad, no, this guy's coming back, we're about to fucking just set his beast free.
So looking at it, there is wheel, woe, or nothing.
Yeah, and it looks like the outcome is as determined by you in terms of what happens, or if I cast it multiple times, there's a cumulative chance that it's random. So I'm asking whether like I need to inquire about a positive or negative result, or whether I can cast this looking for like a moral result of like, is this morally the right thing to do, or is this a bad course of action for us to be taking from a like from where I sit in terms of morality and doing
No
shit.
worries. All right, takes you a minute. You immerse yourself with your dice. We'll say you've got dice with some of the Helena's gods on them. The symbols. Rolling them a couple of times. Looking. Divining. You get a warm feeling inside that you're on the right track. Probably a good thing what you're doing. Keep going.
Cool. And with that in mind, I will wait for the others to walk in before we further our conversation.
All right, the others walk in.
Hey, did you find anything that might help us?
Some scraps from the tavern.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be enough. Where you've gone, I've tried to commune with my god in terms of trying to give us a direction. As far as I can tell, this is the right course of action, which probably implies that this guy's dead or not coming back. Still don't know what happened to him, but Paulo seems to be pointing that we are on the right path.
Julius mentioned that he was a lumberjack. And Orion pointed out that they may have connection to the Dryads. Or whatever's going on in the forest.
Right. I suppose we try and deal with the birds first, and then once it's safer in here, we can try and have a look around here and see if we can get any indication of where he might have gone. Maybe even ask around. Once we finish this job, it might pay to see if we can't, at the very least, get an idea of if he went out somewhere, whether he was taken here or whether he's in the woods somewhere. It just seems odd that if he went to the woods that he's left a meal half-eaten on the table. But yeah,
He
first
seems
things
to-
first.
Looking around, he seemed a clean fellow. I doubt
I
he would
agree.
left food out on the table.
I agree. First things first, I think we need to get the birds, preferably into the woods, or hopefully we can convince them, or better yet, they may know something. If we can commune with them, they might be able to give us some information too, but at the very least try and see if we can convince them to return to the woods or the forests.
Who would be best communing with them?
Don't know. Drakmar seems to have a way with the horses. I myself, I'm not averse to animals, but can't say I've spent much time around them.
Dratmir was raised in the woods. Is
You
that
okay
Dratmir
with-
clearing his throat, ready to talk? Do
That's me clearing my throat, trying to work out what to say.
you want us to wait a moment?
Yep.
Wait a second.
Wake up, Jeff. Everybody's singing. Jeff, it's time for the show.
I've mostly dealt with horses, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
Alright. I'll pass the potion to him then. I suppose you'll need this then and the bucket of scraps. Just remember, just don't do anything to try and not even piss him off. Just we need them to think that we're friends, and if not friends, we're not a threat.
Where are we trying to send them, or are we just trying to gain information?
If we start with if they know anything about Heldon,
Hold on.
then Heldon, that might help us at the very least trying to find him. But the main goal is we need to try and convince them that there's not really anything for them here if he's dead or gone. See if they would be agreeable to returning to the woods and living more widely, even if you have to point out that if they go to the woods, there'll be more game or food, more opportunity to hunt there.
Easy access for food. Okay.
So remember, they're territorial, and if they consider this their home, you might have to be delicate with it. Say we can go upstairs with you if you want, or we can wait down here. Just if it does turn bad, it's going to take us longer to get up there.
I would rather some backup.
Yeah, right.
We'll wait by the door.
Probably
That's
a bad idea, but because we're trying to do this peacefully, Cassian's going to try and take his plate armor off
Oh no.
because it's quieter, and if this goes to plan, there won't be a fight, and I would rather not piss them off and be in a bad situation.
All right.
Okay. And yeah, just stash it in the bag of holding. Like, I'll still have my sword and shield.
You
but
could just leave
yeah,
it
trying-
on the floor downstairs.
throw it in the bag of holding because it takes a bit to put it on and off. So unless we're going straight into a fight, I'm probably not going to put it back on until
Right, huh?
later.
I guess me and Orion will wait downstairs.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cassian and Drachmir make their way back up the ladder.
Upstairs. I will drink the
All right, we'll start
potion.
with Orion and Ivar. What are you guys doing downstairs?
Just wait to see if there's any trouble.
Standing next to the ladder, keeping an ear out.
Okay. All right.
And once we're upstairs, while Drachmir prepares, Cassian's going to just try and scroll on a bit of parchment, just some rough dot points, so that if Drachmir gets lost, he can try and help him out without speaking.
Okay. All right, Drachmir, what are you up to? You've gone upstairs with Cassian?
I'm gonna set the bucket of meat down. I'm gonna drink the potion while holding my nose because it looks hard.
All right. You have
Or my snout,
consumed
I guess.
the potion of animal scent.
How does
Sweet.
it taste?
Horrible.
Chunky.
Disgusting.
Tastes chunky.
Any chunky liquid's just gross.
This is
then
where I
pick
get him
up
to
the
roll a
meat
con
again.
save to see if he gets immediately knocked out. No. Yeah, it's chunky. Right. You don't feel much
I pick up
different,
the-
but you have consumed
Okay.
the potion.
Cool. I will pick up the bucket again. I will take a deep breath and then calmly walk in. I'm not trying to be quiet, but I'm walking slowly and calmly.
All right.
And maybe
Almost immediately as you enter, a pair of eyes
Yep.
blink, open,
what time
Ahead.
of day was it?
turns towards you. It is roughly around midday now.
Midday? Afternoon or morning?
So
Essentially.
Cassian
Midday,
will have walked in
about lunch.
behind him as Cassian will have walked in behind him as well. All my shield and sword are on my back, and I'll have like not bowed, but like dipped down a little bit with hands out in gesture of like, you know, I mean no harm, but I won't say anything, and I'm like a step back from Drachmir.
The one that has blinked at you tilts its head. Blinks again.
I lift up the bucket. Lunch?
Starts to sort of begin to unfurl its wings, sort of shaking its body around, shaking its butt around, almost like it's shaking the sleep out of itself. Then it just looks towards you. You are not Daddy!
No. I am looking for him. Do you know where he is?
You are not Daddy!
Give me a moment.
Noticeably, the one you are talking to, or the one that is awake, is quite discernibly smaller than the other two
Ah,
beside it.
okay. I'm going to clear my throat in character. Calmly just back off a little bit from the smaller one in hopes that my clearing throat then woke up one of the other two.
Alright, roll me a d20. Let's see how loud you were.
That's a 5.
So you weren't too loud.
I'll cough again.
You might want to do that. Go for another cough.
Roll again.
Roll again.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
Oh no.
What was supposed to be a fake cough ends up into a bit of a as you actually get something caught in your throat. A bug or a feather almost sort of makes its way down, and you have to cough it out. Almost immediately, the two larger owls wake up. Eyes blink. Heads tilt.
Sorry for disturbing you. I have brought food. We are looking for Halden, if you know anything about where he is. We're concerned for him.
The one on the left of the smaller owl speaks. You are not Halden. You are looking for
No.
Halden.
Yes.
Where do you look for Halden?
Cassian's going to very slowly reach it's like into a pocket where he had the parchment and slowly hold it up for Drachmy, where the first dot point I've written down is there's reports he might be dead. Do you know anything?
Out of character, to be honest, I was actually just going to be completely honest with them.
I was gonna say, let's let Kalen roll with it. Let's let him roll with it.
The innkeeper next door, or the person in the building next door, has noticed that Halden hasn't been seen for 3 weeks, and most humans do not survive that long without food. So we came to make sure he was still okay. We cannot find him here.
Halden is not human. Halden is elfinkin. But we have not seen Halden.
My
Not
apologies, I
for
meant humanoid.
a while.
When
We
was
have
the
had
last
to
time you
hunt
saw
for
him?
our own food. Sort of tilts his head. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. Persuasion. That is a 17.
Okay.
I will also put the bucket down as far as my arm can reach without actually getting closer to them, and set it down, and then
With a nod of the one on the right of the child hops off and begins to approach the bucket and start pecking at it.
I
We
will sit
appreciate
down.
your meal for us. It is strange that you can understand us, Drakenkin.
It's you know my kind.
It is very easy to determine looking at you, no?
I would
Being
assume
mistaken as a
so,
lizard foot.
but most people I've met thus far haven't known much about my kind.
I cannot say any much about your kind either, other than the rumors and the mystery I have heard about the Dragonkin.
Mystery?
Well, they were once within the realm of Arcwyn, and now nobody has seen any in 100 years.
Until me.
Until you. It sort of nods. The
Have
one on
you
the
seen
left,
any?
sort of chirps up. Halden went into the forest. It is where he found the wing sort of uncurls a little bit and points towards the younger owl eating our youngling and nurtured it. It is why we have roosted here. He has not come
What
back.
happened in the forest?
We do not know. We look for him each night. But we have not found him.
Sorry, give me a second. Sorry.
You're fine. Take as much time as you need. Formulate your thoughts.
The people in the inn have been losing sleep, so they sent us here to investigate. Upon finding you here, we are aware that you deserve a home as much as anyone else. Is the forest still a safe home for you?
The faces sort of scrunch up a little bit. And the one on the left responds, "We can return back to the forest, yes, but Alden looked after us, and so we were looking after him. His place of living, his home, his roost. But if what you say is true and Alden is not returning, then perhaps we can make our way back into the forest. Our young is nearing old enough to fly now.
It would bring some peace to the people in the house next door. My friends believe that Halden may be dead.
Roll me an animal handling with advantage because you got the potion.
Yep. I am so glad for advantage. Animal handling. That is a 12.
12? Okay. The noise is probably us coming and going. We leave at about dusk. We return at dawn. We attempt to look for Halden within the woods. But the young cannot fly, and so perhaps is making noise throughout the night, waking the humans from the sleep. If you can confirm to us that Halden is dead, we shall move. But we must guard his roots until he returns.
You have my word that we will find out what happened to him.
Sort of tilts his head.
I am only... Oh, what? Sorry. Yep, go. If they say something else, I stop.
Looks at the female, the one on the right. Sort of nods her head back and speaks. Oddly, we believe you, Dragonkin.
Give me a second while I think of a very good answer. Totally a very good answer. I will leave with you something that is very precious to me, if you promise not to consume it.
Perhaps
show of
something
faith.
consumable is not the best idea with... She
Yeah,
points
that's fair,
a
actually.
feather towards the one trying to eat the bucket on the ground instead of the meat. With our young with us. Nothing small, like a stone.
They can have a Ryan.
Hey.
I'm not sure what I can offer to prove the quality of my word.
We trust your word, Dragonkin.
Can,
You have not lied to
Ca-
us.
can Cassian understand Drachmir?
Ooh, good question.
Because I am getting to the point where I'm about to explain that I won't be able to talk to them again like this unless they understand common or something. But I've not. done that
I'm
yet.
more going about the part about you offering something as a show of faith that's valuable to you. If I
Well,
can understand
Yes,
you,
I would
can
say
help.
Cassian can indeed understand Drachmir.
They trust my word.
Cassian very slowly is going to remove his spear and sort of like palms up, hold it up to Drakmir. You might be able to offer this as a show of faith. This is very important to me in my faith.
I will slowly grab it and like two-handedly like palm up, offer it as if to like lay it down. My friend offers his weapon as a show of faith.
Will your friend not need their weapon?
He does have another weapon, but this one is what's the word?
Sentimental.
Sentimental. I was going to say holds importance. Holds importance to his faith under Apollo. Wait, do I know that it's under Apollo?
Yeah, I've mentioned Apollo
Okay,
multiple
cool.
times.
Yeah,
He
under
does
Apollo.
have a tendency in fights to scream, "For the love of Apollo!"
Just wanted to make sure.
And
By the light of Apollo!
I also mentioned downstairs when I was speaking about having cast augury that Apollo had given me direction.
True. I just wanted to make sure.
Trapman's just conked out for most of anything.
Well, we appreciate the token of your faith with us.
Before we leave and start investigating whatever happened to Helden, the only reason why I'm able to commune with you is because of magic. I drank a potion that allows me to speak with you. Do you understand our normal tongue?
We can understand meaning of what it is you speak, but we cannot understand the words. We are able to glean meaning from you, your body, and your tone, but we cannot understand the words. You will not be able to understand us either.
Give me a second. My rock, my lucky rock. Wait, no.
Yes.
Always hits its target. Is that like something that's I can recognize it from other rocks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure because all it says is it's a regular rock, except it always hits its target. There is a reason for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the rock out. I'm going to set it down. I will leave this rock here. When I come back, I will draw, and I will draw on the ground now, a circle if we found his body and he is dead. If you understand what I mean by that when we return, if you give me the rock, then I understand, then I know that you understand, and know that you will return to the forest.
We understand. Give you the rock. He is dead. We go back to forest.
Yeah. So out of character, just to clarify, because I didn't fully hear what you said at the very start. Did they say they give me the rock? He is dead?
They will give you the rock and go back to the forest.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
signal that he is dead.
Yeah, because then, yeah. Yeah. I believe that's all I need to do.
Yep.
Very well then. We will go investigate and we will return as soon as we can.
Julio?
I will calmly, slowly rise since I sat down and back out.
So noting this, Cassian will give like a respectful bow to them, and then back out as well.
And just before I leave, I will turn back in advance, in case, since we won't be able to talk again. I'm sorry for your loss if he is dead. And then I will continue.
They sort of nod. And eye you as you leave, but not maliciously. Alright. Well done. What are you guys doing? Dracomir's going to convey this information.
Drachmir conveys and then collapses onto whatever seat there may be and takes a deep breath.
Okay, so how's Drachmir conveying it?
Come on, Dracomir.
Succinct, brief, to the point.
Give us an example.
Damn it.
Kept
Okay.
getting out of it.
Drank potion. Talk to owls. Helden gone. Baby young. Causing noise. Give me a second.
Is this your notes?
No.
Yeah.
Did Dracomir break?
Just
No, I said
Kalen,
short,
just
concise,
talk
to
to
the point.
Cassie and Ivar, Orion, etc., and just say what happened.
You got this, mate.
Oh my goodness.
Just need to repeat what happened.
I spoke to the owls. They haven't seen Helden for about the same time that the innkeeper has either. They've been looking for him every night. I think there's a young one, there's a child essentially, and I think they've been causing the noise, but they won't leave until they know what happened to Helden. So I gave them my word that we would find out what happened.
I suppose we need to find some more solid leads about where he was gathering wood in the forest, or at the very least try and find any sort
Innkeeper
of...
may have an idea where he might have went.
Yeah, say that, or we need to find out if there's any information around here that might help us.
Would there be other lumberjacks?
There may be, but we don't know what company he belonged to, or whereabouts of the woods he went to.
Well, do we even know that he was a part of a company? He kind of just sounded like he did it by himself.
Oh, we don't know anything. I suppose the first thing we need to do is we should probably check around here. Based on the state of this house, as Ira said earlier, it's very out of character for that food to have been left there. So in the off chance that something did happen here and they've been able to conceal it well, might pay to check the downstairs, or we might be able to check the office. Now that we've spoken with the owls, hopefully it won't be as big a problem. See if we can get any leads, see if there's any notes on if he's gone anywhere, and if so, where he might have gone on a usual errand to collect wood.
Fuck's sake, get your tail away from me, cat. Sorry.
Wait, there's a cat in this room?
He's sticking his tail up my fucking nose practically. He's a fucking douchebag.
Is there an axe anywhere?
Yes.
Oh,
Is there like
he
a-
didn't take it with him?
Yeah, I know, that was my first thought, is the fact that if he didn't have his axe, he's gone lumberjacking. And that's when it's happened. Is there like a day bag, so to speak? Like a bag or pack or something that you would think that he would take with him for like food provisions?
There is basically a rucksack. So on the wall as you enter the room, right next to the door, there is a array of tools, a saw, an axe, etc.
Yep.
As well as a rucksack hanging on the wall.
Yes.
And yet the door was locked.
Yep.
People lock their doors when they're at home, man.
Yeah. But you don't vanish and the door's locked.
So I have this ability, right, as part of the seven-fingered key, where While holding the key once per day, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks to detect hidden doors, secret compartments, or concealed passages within 30 feet.
You
Would
sure
I be
do?
able to do that perception check?
Sure, roll me a perception check.
Entirely possible. There's nothing here. That is perception 17.
There is nothing there.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Just wanted to make sure. As much as possible. There's not much else I can think of that would actually indicate.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I suppose everything he would have taken if he'd gone out the woods is here, so the chances that he's gone on a job are starting to look pretty bleak. Might pay to try and find a journal or something, see if there's any notes on maybe something he was involved with or afraid of. By the state of the house, it certainly seems like either he ran in a hurry, well, not necessarily a hurry because there's no signs of it, but either he left or someone's taken him and they're very good at covering the tracks.
You reckon he could have left?
Based on what little we know of him, I don't see why he would. Not without any of his equipment. Or even without the owls knowing. There's no signs of a struggle, so if someone came in here and took him, they're damn good at it.
Or he's left willingly in the middle of his meal without taking any of his gear.
And that too.
But what reason would he have to do that?
I think you find there's many a good reason. There might be someone close to him. They might have had a hostage. Might have threatened the birds.
He could have really easily been manipulated out of the house. That we won't be able to find without the journal first.
As
As
much as I
Cassia
don't,
mentioned.
as much as I don't want to go up there and intrude on the owls anymore, we might have to check the office or check down here and find a journal or something just to get any information on anything he might have been involved in.
I think it's best we look around down here and Drakemere goes upstairs.
I'll head back upstairs.
Bad as he goes, Cassian's going to catch him. You want company up there, or you reckon he'll be fine?
I'll
I
be
don't think
right.
I don't think we'll have a fight anymore, but it's up to you.
I'll be right.
You putting your armor back on, Cassian, or are you just chilling?
No, not at this moment.
Hmm.
There's no reason to. We're not expecting a fight.
Yep.
If we're gonna go adventuring somewhere, then yes. But while we're searching the house,
Yep.
there's no reason to.
No worries. All right, roll me some perception checks. Drakemere and one of you downstairs.
I
Sure.
Investigation, sorry, not perception.
will roll investigation. Unless Orion wants to.
14.
Fine.
So this isn't
Okay.
Cassian's area of this isn't my area of expertise. So Cassian would help someone, but definitely not lead this.
22.
22. Doesn't appear to be much in the way of a journal downstairs. However, there does appear to be a water dish on the ground, beside the table.
Hmm.
Other than that, not too much really of note.
He kept another animal.
That is no longer here.
Drakemere, what did you roll?
And they
14.
14. Searching through his office area, there is a journal
Mhm.
laying flat open on the desk. Assuming you would like to read it. It contains very
Yeah.
neat handwriting that contains care notes for his owls, feeding schedules, as well as at the top of the page, a short paragraph about the treatment that which he gave the owling to bring it back to health.
Is that it? Or just
That's what's
about
open.
feeding?
That's what's on the open
Oh,
page.
okay. Yeah, I'll give it a quick flick through.
As you flick to the next page, it details care and treatment for a dog, a young pup, with a specific note that the dog really, really enjoys chicken noodle stew. And then a further note
Interesting.
that just says, teleports, ?
I look as soon as I knew there was a bowl, I was like, I really hope he didn't end up with that.
Has he been nabbed by a little pet that he had?
Possibly.
Of course.
All right. Well, I'll take the book. I'll have a quick glance to see if there's anything else of importance in the room that might be useful.
Doesn't appear to be anything else, really.
No. Do I even recognize what that might indicate as Drachmere?
Roll me a intelligence check.
15?
You remember conversations with
assuming just-
Diana where she was talking of creatures, specifically magical creatures. And there was conversation you had that there was a dog that was known to teleport, known as a blink dog. Often kept as pets within some of the upper class societies of Arcwyn, as well as there were a few known wild ones.
Okay. I'll take the book down.
All right.
And then as I'm coming down, I've stepped off the ladder, I'm walking out, I'm looking at the book. Hey guys, I think he may have had a dog.
Yes, we just found a water dish.
Ah,
Say anything about what sort of dog it would be? We're talking just like a domesticated dog, or
I'll hand the book over on that same page where I've read the notes. I think if you have a look, I think it could teleport. I think it might be a blink dog.
A blink dog.
Does
Yes.
the term blink dog mean anything to anyone else?
Roll me a history check.
I
all
will
three of
roll.
you.
Is this a Fae thing?
Yes.
I will roll with advantage.
Oh, that was really good,
Hey.
but it was cocked.
Orion, you have no idea what it is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You said history?
Yep.
That's an 11.
Never heard of it
I
either.
was.
Shit,
I had a
okay.
I had a 19, but it was cocked. But I'll take the natural 20.
You had a very low DC anyway, so it would have wasted a natural 20, but I won't tell you that. You are familiar with a blink dog. You have seen one when you were younger, when you were visiting a relative in Harlington in Portshire.
From what I know of them, would I know if it's possible for it to teleport with someone, or is this just it teleports?
From what you know of them, it's an it teleports.
Well, I've blink dogs. I've seen one before. So someone I know has one. As far as I'm aware, though, if it's teleported somewhere, it couldn't take him with it. So unless it's gone somewhere and he's run around looking for it and died somewhere. Outside of that,
Sorry, you finish first.
yeah. Outside of that, I think the dog could have been involved in anything to do with him, unless it was the reason he left to find it.
Suppose he ran out looking for it.
possible.
Is there any way of stopping it from teleporting? As in,
Would I?
could
Would I?
someone have taken the dog?
Would I know this?
Sorry, what was the question?
Is there any way to stop it from teleporting?
He's asked if someone might have been able to kidnap it if they could stop it from teleporting.
Roll me an Arcana check.
11.
I mean, you've only ever seen it teleport. You've never seen it stop teleporting.
I mean, with magic theoretically, but nowhere that I know of. I haven't had a lot of experience with them. I've seen one. I can't say I've researched or dealt with them outside of that.
Okay.
Out of character question. Did we find a key?
A key to
this
the
house.
house?
Yeah, key to the
No.
house. No.
Nope.
Okay. My thinking being, if we found a key, he hasn't locked the house from the outside.
Unless he's got two
yeah.
sets of keys.
Do you mention this?
Yeah.
Or,
Well, no, it'd be common knowledge then, wouldn't it, if we've not found a key?
Well, no one's
Well, I mean,
brought it
you're
up
the one
until
that-
now, so it'd be a
I'll
great
say
thing to
you-
talk about.
I'll say you're the one that asked, so is this something you bring up?
Roleplay time.
There's no key either, so my assumption is he's left himself as well.
It's certainly seems to be the way, but with the lack of gear. If he's left, it hasn't been for a job.
Left without a key. Means he was leaving the house.
Yeah, he's got the key.
Half
so
eaten
then-
food.
For the information we've got, I think it's a safe bet the dog may have teleported out and he's been mid-meal, rushed out, locked the house. The question then is if he's gone looking for the dog, why hasn't he come back?
I think it would also be worth finding out if there's a group of lumberjacks or if it was just him by himself. Because if there's a group of lumberjacks, surely they would have known, realized he was missing.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. At least we've got some information. We need to be asking around if anyone's seen a dog or if anyone saw him looking for a dog. Can ask the lumberjacks if they know anything either. Maybe he spoke to them.
Would be a good
Can I
idea
see-
to start at the tavern.
So we can ask the innkeep, but I imagine if he'd spoken to them about it, they might have known something or told us in advance. Maybe it slipped their mind. I don't know. But I mean, it's worth a question at the very least.
He'll at least know any of the lumberjack companies.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Worst case scenario, we can give him an update that the birds aren't going to be gone tonight, but we have a lead and we have an understanding with him. We can get him to go, but we need to find Halden first, alive or dead.
I think we can convince him not to deal with the birds himself.
I hope so. I mean, we stopped the town from turning on its own when a dictator was involved. Who knows? Maybe we can get an innkeeper to stay his hand a couple of days while we try and find a peaceful solution.
I may have to.
I don't really have any other choices. We don't have a lot to go on here. Probably would have been easier if he'd gone out on a job. At least someone would have been able to find a general area of a forest. But if he's wandering around the town or further, then he could be anywhere.
Especially if he'd ended up chasing that dog into the woods.
I mean, if he worked in the woods, you'd hope he'd be aware of the dangers of it, but people with pets aren't always thinking straight.
Especially dangerous ones like these.
From what I know, blink dogs aren't dangerous per se. It's just because of the magical nature and the teleporting, they can be a bit more difficult to keep. But a lot of rich families have them. They're not particularly dangerous.
I'm talking about the giant owls.
Even those, from what I know, because they're bonded to him and he has an understanding with them. He's their carer. He's their home. To him, they're not really a threat. It's if other people come in here without him around, that's when the problem comes around. So I mean, from the creatures he keeps, I wouldn't say that he's a threat from what he has in this house. It's just you wouldn't want to be an outsider coming in uninvited.
All right. Gonna push you guys. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna talk to the tavern keeper.
All right, you head next doors back to the what did you guys call it earlier? The string bean, the thin bean, and speak to the tavern keeper.
Yep. They still very
Julius?
busy, or looks like he's easy to get
Pretty
hold of?
quiet at the moment. Starting to pick back up for lunch.
Yeah, I'll try walk up to the bar and try and wave him over.
Doesn't take long, and he comes back around. Give us sort of a nod. Ah, well, how's it going then, fellas?
I mean, we got good news and I mean, not bad news, but we, through the use of some magical items, we've had a conversation with the giant owls in there.
Owls.
We have an understanding.
That explains the noise. Fucking
we have an
creatures.
understanding with them. I can't guarantee they'll be gone in the next couple of days, but as far as we know, Harden's definitely missing. I've divined with my guard Apollo. All the information we have points that he's probably dead. Due to the nature of the owls, he's their keeper. They're not going to just willingly leave their place of refuge with him. Have we have an understanding with him? If we can find Harden and confirm he's alive, then he'll come back and deal with the situation. Or if he is dead, they are willing to leave. So there's that. So depending on if you're okay with the fact that this may not be a today fix, we have a lead. We have a way to solve this. I suppose for now we just need any information on Harden or his whereabouts. From what we can tell, he had a blink dog. The house is very neat. It says a lot about a man, but there's all of his equipment's been left behind. The keys aren't there, so he's definitely left and locked the house behind him. However, he's left mid-meal and there's it's rotted. It's definitely been there for a while. Looks like the dog may have gotten out and maybe he's gone looking for it. Whether you've heard anything about.
Didn't even know he had a fucking dog.
Wouldn't have heard any information about a teleporting dog around town.
Teleporting fucking dog. No.
Well, even do you know? Did he work alone, or was he had like associates in the milling trades, lumberjacks, or part of an organization?
No.
Someone we might be able to.
Old Howden worked alone, unfortunately. Look, he was an interesting fella. Quite liked him myself, but wasn't the best with people. Preferred his animals, so no, didn't really have anyone he worked with. Did his own lumber, sold his own lumber, sold his own furniture. Carpenter as well, you see. So no.
No one around that he spoke of, or that you might be aware of, any family, friends, connections, or anyone we might be able to speak to that might have known he might have gone to for help.
Look, unfortunately, if he had any of those, I probably would have noticed he's been gone for 3 weeks. But no, the closest he came was us here when he came for a drink or a meal. Didn't mind his solitude.
When it comes to these magical creatures, then is there anyone in town we might be able to speak to, or an expert if word of something like this had gone out? Do you know where we might go to try and find information, or someone who might be able to point us in a direction?
I've got no fucking clue. A consortium, I'd say, trying there. Good luck getting in.
Well. We mentioned that demand's missing. Do you reckon this might be something they might be willing to help us with, even if they don't let us in?
Oh, look,
It's from a
possible, but I don't fucking know.
either way. Thank you for the information. Just from around town, not from around here, so we're just trying to figure out where shit is.
Can
Yeah,
I insight check him about whether or not he's actually telling us everything he knows?
sure, go for it.
17.
As brash and rash as this dwarf may seem, seems to be fairly truthful.
Okay.
As vulgar as his language may be, seems that he is speaking the truth as he knows it.
Right.
That's right. Then.
Well, is this an arrangement that you'd be okay with them? Even if you gotta let your patrons know that the noise may continue for a night or two. Hopefully not
Look,
much
it's been
longer, but
going
we
on
are
for
look-
about a month. They won't care another few nights. Missus can live. I put the
That's
job
fine.
listing up about a week ago. Fucking who cares? Give it a couple more days. If you can sort it out, that'd be amazing.
It's very much appreciated. We're very much committed to try and solve this, but we'd ideally be able to do it without harming the birds. They're very wonderful creatures, and especially after conversing with them, it seems they would be very much agreeable to leaving. If we can confirm that their place of refuge may have moved on. Either way, we'll keep you posted if we find any more advancements in this, or if we're gonna go out of town to find him. We'll let you know either way. At least then you're on the same page as we are.
Yeah, okay. Look, Halden always went towards Embermount for his wood, I believe. Don't know how deep he went, but he always made sure to knock off the old dying trees rather than cut down any living ones. He cared about the forest and all that kind of shite, but I don't think I can be much more useful than that.
I mean, even that's very much helpful, as we know only what we were able to glean from his house. Well, I suppose we'll head to the consortium then. As I said, we'll let you know if we find anything or any further leads in this, but we'll try and get this solved as quick as we can for you.
Well, thank you very much.
Just nod my head and turn to the rest of the party and suppose leave unless they have anything further.
I don't think we do.
Well, suppose we head to the consortium.
Guess we're going to the consortium.
All right. You head towards the consortium. The entrance is blocked.
Do we go through the market town?
You can, yes.
Yes. I just want to have another look at the job board.
Yep.
To see if there's any jobs regarding missing pets, exotic pets, or missing people.
All right. Have a look at the jobs board.
My man.
Roll me an investigation check.
Do you want if you want to help out and looking for this sort of thing?
I'll
Yeah.
help out.
That's good because I got a nat 1. So
I
I
remember-
got a natural 20.
I remember Caleb mentioning.
No,
there's
you're
a
helping, so
notice
he
for a
rolls
missing
with
person.
advantage.
Ah.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how that works.
Sorry.
damn.
Waste of a nat 20.
That's
but
fine.
Yeah.
he rolls
Sorry,
with
okay.
advantage.
Natural 20 and giving Drake mirror advantage.
It's okay, Orion, because I got the next best thing as a natural 20.
And I'm telling
Yeah,
A
I
natural
want
two.
to-
19. Investigation.
I sure
that's a
do just
21.
with advantage. I rolled for fun.
The
What a
21.
waste.
21. Looking at the jobs board, there's a couple of One's about pets. There was a cat climbing a tree. Looked quite old. Looking a bit deeper and actually going through some of the ones that look like they've been there for months, quarters, perhaps even years. There are about 2 or 3 posts about missing pets and a handful of posts about missing people. Quite old.
I know we're not allowed to take more jobs from the board. Can I get either myself or one of the party members to write down pretty much all the information from each of those jobs, so we can look back at it?
You could copy them down in about 30 minutes, yeah, or you could take the listings. Considering they are quite old, you think it'll probably be okay?
Just to be safe, I'm going to copy it down.
Righto.
So as he does this and we help him, there's nothing within the time frame of, or is there anything in the time frame of what we've been informed Heldon's
Like 3
missing,
weeks.
or like give or take a week or 2?
No, not within the last 2 or 3 weeks.
What about, like, in the forest? What was the place that they said, that kind of area? Is there anything about that kind of area of the forest?
Towards Ember Mountain.
A few listings on the board include foraging the forest for mushrooms, foraging the forest for flowers, for herbs. One that asked to go into the forest with them to help them find a wolf. But other than that, nothing about any specific areas within forests.
I guess I'll jot down the notes of the one with the wolf just to be safe, just in case.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have jotted down everything. I was just trying to clarify if there was anything. As we
No.
noted,
It was a good
Yeah.
idea for 3 or 4 weeks as well. In
So
particular,
I'm not
that's a
saying
good idea
like
as well.
I'm not saying as you were noting all of them. Obviously, we would have had to read them, or was there anything relevant? But yeah, like Drachmir should still have noted everything as you were asking.
Yeah. I kind of just wanted to make sure that we had copies of it for
Yeah.
specific information, because especially when we're dealing with like, something like this, which is more mystery sort of level, you definitely want like time and key information, which I don't trust Drachmir on a roll to remember.
Fair enough.
Cool. So I'll just jot all that down.
I do believe you have the best intelligence out of everyone.
Yes,
so-
I do, but I have
That's
horrible
not
rolls.
fair on Drachmir.
no, but Drachmir has horrible rolls.
Hey,
Sorry.
you shouldn't generalize your rolls. Just get new dice.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll my black dice that's been rolling horrible for me.
Yep.
Okay, and now it rolls an 18, so stuff you.
Told you.
But yes, I suppose having done this, we'll go to the consortium. We'll get stopped, and if we have to, we'll talk to the guards.
You do get stopped by the guards. Raised eyebrow.
What time of day is it at this point?
Probably around. It's about midday, so about 12:31, in that range.
Hey, same guard as the other day, or different guard?
Different guard. This is a female halfling.
Hey, good day. Sorry to bother you. We know we're not allowed in, but we're just wondering whether we might be able to get some information or help. There's been reports of we're investigating a disturbance, and we've come across a potential missing person. As far as we can tell, he's left his house in a rush trying to chase after potentially a blink dog. No one we've talked to seems to know anything. He's been gone for 3 weeks. Information leads us to believe he might be dead. We're just trying to resolve the situation. Told that no one else knows anything. You guys might know something that no one else does.
The guard sort of looks intrigued, looks interested. Well, I can't say I've heard much about this, but do you have any of your information written down? If you've got some written down information, then perhaps I can pass it along. All right, little Jimmy.
I don't believe we do. So Cassian's going to take a note and write down everything relevant from,
Didn't-
you know.
Didn't fucking Drakmate just write down a whole bunch of shit?
He wrote down
jobs that were on
the
the board
posts
Okay.
that may or
okay.
may not be linked.
relevant to what we're doing. We know Daniel Helden, you know, he's a lumberjack. This is where he's known to have gone. We believe he has a blink dog. Evidence at the house suggests that the dog may have escaped. He's left halfway through a meal, out of character. He's been gone for 3 weeks. No one knows anything. We're looking for any sort of leads to track down either the dog or him. Preferably him.
Yep.
And yes, everything relevant that we've just discovered.
Righto. You take 10, 15 minutes, write down that.
So I've passed to her. This is all the information we seem to have at the moment. If this is going to be quick, we're happy to wait here for a word, or if not, we are currently staying at the last resort. If you want to send someone over, or whether you want us
Look,
to
I'll
come
have a
back
look into
tomorrow.
it for you, love. I'll send someone to the last resort if we've got anything, okay?
Just as a general idea, do you know rough time frame? Like, is this something we might get tomorrow, or like, hang around town?
Look, I'll be honest with you. It entirely depends on who is currently in.
That's what you're saying. It's probably just to be safe for the next week. We probably shouldn't stray too far from the town.
Oh, sorry to break it to you, but looking at potentially 2 weeks to a month, I don't think many are around the consortium at the moment. Sorry. I'm assuming, yes, you're after the Black Wake.
Sorry, I wouldn't know. We're still we're new to the area, still trying to get our footing.
Okay.
It's just this is all related. The missing gentleman had some creatures in his care that are causing a bit of problem, and through the use of magic, we've been able to speak to them, and we're trying to resolve the situation. We've spoken to the innkeeper, and he's happy to wait, but is there anyone else we might better talk to? I don't know. 2 weeks might be stretching the good graces of our clients here.
Look, apologies, but the consortium has this thing that they do every year, and unfortunately it's that time of year. Most will be gone for the month.
That's understandable. I'm talking even around the rest of Seabay, even rumors of anyone who might be able to help us, point us in a direction at least.
You said he was a lumberjack. I'd suggest maybe asking around some of the other lumberjacks. The market town, some of the vendors there have a keen eye. The port even, but sorry, nobody really springs to mind.
A lot of the lumberjacks, are they like individuals, or is there like a collective or a group, that we might be able to seek out?
Well, there is a sort of group within the consortium, but most of them are gone. No. Look, there's a big lumber field between here, so south of here, between here and Dunsworth. In the verdant thicket a little bit. Sorry, I'm not the best person to really be asking these sorts of questions. I could ask little Jimmy when he gets back. He seems to know, he knows quite a bit about the town, but otherwise ask around the market.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time anyway. So any information's beneficial. As I said, we're new to the area, so any help's better than none. So I thank you for that.
All right.
I heading back to the party. Well, I suppose we best spend probably the rest of the day trying to ask around the market, trying to just talk to anyone we can find, vendors, shop owners. Hell, if it comes to it, just anyone on the street. See if anyone knows anything. If that doesn't work, we can head to the port. So like we got many other leads at the moment.
Would it be worth asking the people that put those other job openings on that I've written down to see if they know anything that might be relevant?
I mean, at this point, we don't have any leads outside of we know he's probably chasing after his dog. So, I mean, any information we can get from anyone's going to help us here. I suppose might be worth splitting up, getting Ivar and I have the stone so we can communicate. So whether someone wants to go with Ivar and we can, or someone wants to go with me, and then one party can try and goes around the market talking to vendors and people, and the other can try and track down the job listings. Try and cover as many people as we can. And we'll meet up. Say as the sun sets, so let's meet up at Thin Bean again, grab some dinner, update our client, and then turn in.
Sounds
All
good to me.
right. So, plan of the attack for the afternoon is.
We'll split up. Ivar and Cassie and Drakmir and Orion can go one either way. I imagine whoever Drakmir goes with will track down the job listings, try and get any information we can from that, and whoever goes with Cassie will hit up the market district. Sorry, whichever party is not with Drakmir who has the list will go around vendors and just people around the market town and just talk to as many people as we can, get any information we can, and then as the sun sets, we'll meet up at the Thin Bean and compile.
Okay. Looking at the time, do we want to call it there for the evening?
If you like.
Probably.
Cool.
I think it's probably not a bad point to end.
No.
Because I don't think we'll
We're
get
just about to
too
split
much more
up,
done.
so
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt.
Very, very good session.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I quite like that. That was good.
Drakmir may have been slightly smarter than he should have been, but we'll just coast.
Drakmir is-
I think
that
that's as smart as Drakmir should be, if not
I'll say,
even smarter.
when you consider that the average person in this world will have a flat 10 on all of their stats, so if your stats are higher than a 10, you are above average. Drakmir is a very intelligent being. He's not like, like
He's
the most
intelligent,
He's not
wise.
the most scholarly person in the world, but he is definitely he is a few steps above average.
He's
And the
definitely
re-
put
and
in
the-
effort, especially recently. He's an
Yeah.
exceedingly
Yeah.
fast learner.
I said, yeah, you got to remember when you look at stats, anything above a 10, you are above average.
Hey, Caleb,
And the
Yep.
further above,
can I add a custom item as like a murder mystery or mystery book or something? Can I just have had read that? 'Cause that's funny.
Like a murder, like as in an actual book,
Like-
or are you talking like an Agatha Christie? You've read just an Agatha Christie.
Like an Agatha Christie book, and then Dracomir's just read not much of common knowledge, read this book, and and this is just a combination of Dracomir going, "Huh, some of this is kind of applicable."
Sure.
I think you give Drakmir very little credit. He is
Yeah.
intelligent, but when we met him, he wasn't very
yeah,
in tune with it. He wasn't knowledgeable.
like that's what I
He's
said earlier.
intelligent. He just didn't have any knowledge.
Yeah, Drakmir is naive. He's not dumb. He just doesn't understand the world.
From how you
But-
played Drakmir until now, Drakmir has been an incredibly quick learner.
Yeah,
That is
Stick
not
with
a
that.
bad thing. Like,
Which-
how,
which-
how
with your
long
back-
did it take Drakmir to learn things when Ivar and Cassian and Boswell were all kind of just like going,
but
no,
again,
don't do that.
with your stats and your backstory, that actually works really well because you grew up with literally no understanding of normal society. but you are intelligent. So as you learn, your like lack of intelligence isn't from a like general lack of intelligence. It's just from a lack of understanding. So the more you learn to understand, Drakmir is
The
a
more
very
Drakmir
smart
will
person.
shine. Yes.
Yeah, Drakmir is a very smart person.
Yeah. Kalen
It
is
shows that
somewhat.
he has an arc of he's gone from knowing nothing to I know how this works. I'm smart enough to figure this out.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas like the rest of the party have very low intelligence scores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ivar's
we-
like biggest
but we
stats
have-
are like wisdom.
Yeah, but because of our backstory, our intelligence is less from the fact that we are smart people and more from that we have grown up and have had to learn how the world works.
Yeah. Okay.
Which gives you a lot of roleplay potential because you're smart. You're learning to apply
Everyone else's
your
characters aren't exactly like
Yeah.
intelligent. But
you're just learning
Drakmir's
to
gonna get to a
apply.
point. Drakmir's gonna get to a point where it's like in a situation where he's like, "Yeah, it's this," and everyone's like, "Huh?" And Drakmir's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's this. What do you mean you don't know?"
I read this in one of the
The
books
two
I bought. It's
stupidest
like-
characters have the highest intelligence.
What's that? Sorry.
The two stupidest characters have the highest intelligence, Drakmir and Orion.
Yeah.
Ivar, I
Which
think,
is
is a
re-
10 from remembering, and I think Cassie might be an 11.
Yeah,
Cassian's
but
at
I
11.
try and I lean on Ivar's wisdom more than anything.
You have experience, so
Yeah.
does Cassian.
I was like, but again, Cassian's got a 15 to wisdom, so Cassian is wise and
Yeah, I got a
understanding.
16.
Cassian is learned, but he struggles to recall the information he knows because he's learned it, but he's only very slightly above average.
Ivar's got a 16. He's a veteran.
yeah.
He knows what's going on generally.
He's pretty good
when
with
it
people,
comes to
too.
pretty basic things.
Which just makes it really hard when I have to
Well,
do
he's
any
got a flat
religion.
0 to charisma, which means he's pretty average with talking to people.
Yeah, I was like,
He's
I
not-
just
he's-
struggle with religion because Cassian should know religion, but Cassian's got a +3, so he has the ability to recall religion if he can put 2 and 2 together in his head.
Our traits have very well shaped our characters.
Yeah. Again, this was not how I intended Cassian when I rolled
Orion
it, but it
seems
actually
to
works
be
really well.
a clumsy anime can at times.
Well, I think that's just the way Kane designed his character.
Yeah. And Drakmir, I think, is starting to come into his own a little
Yeah,
bit.
I honestly
has
think,
had a
Kalen, you
clear
played very, very
character.
well tonight.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
I'm impressed with
Okay, thank
Drakmir.
you.
Like, I really liked what you did with the birds, and
The owls
I
were
know
so
you didn't
good.
want to convey the information, but that's just something you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, and again, Cassian's list was
I
less
was
about
a little
me
bit-
trying to guide you as a player and more. I was hoping that if it came to it, having a list of someone else might help you in like rolling. But
I
we
thought he
didn't
was
need
doing
it.
a good job, so that's why I was like, just let him roll with it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
I was
you can
less
take
try-
as
I
much
was- I
time
was-
as you need, Kalen. It's not about time.
Yeah.
It's about making sure you're comfortable within
we're
role
not rushing
Yeah.
through it.
I was like, I explained it poorly. I was less trying to help him in his roleplay and more hoping that if Cassian has a list of shit to help Drakmir, if it came down to it, could that be aid? But I explained that very poorly.
Yeah.
Because yes, Kalen is very capable, and Drakmir's stats are very capable. I was just hoping that Cassian with no ability to understand what the fuck is going on,
I didn't write a single goddamn note tonight.
help. I can help you.
Yeah, I was just.
But yeah, he rolled well and didn't need it. So he rolled well and didn't need it, so it
Yeah.
didn't matter.
I think one thing for you to work on, Kalen, is talking to the party more. As in just like joining in those moments of roleplay with the bartender or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, motherfucker, you'll talk to 3 birds in an attic, but you won't talk to us.
You're very good with
That's
the NPCs,
right.
but when you're getting pretty good with the NPCs, Kalen. But when it's like in between like characters, it's like you have zoned out.
Nah, stuff you all.
I understand it's a tricky thing to try and get into the character while also talking to someone you already know.
Stuff you all. Drakmir, you are dead to Drakmir.
I thought we were good friends with Drake.
Yes,
I'm kidding.
I'll
You
say
are.
I'll say I do like, whether it's intentional or not, I do like what you're doing with Drakmir because he does come across as being smarter every time he gets more information.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Well,
I
just
think-
keep doing
I
keep
don't
doing what
think
you're
that's
doing
a-
because
I don't think that's bad.
yeah, keep doing what you're doing because it's working really well. Like I really like
Cool.
the fact that Drachmir was this bumbling oaf when you introduced him. Drachmir now has a lot to contribute.
I feel like the only time it felt out of place was when we did the first Christmas special.
Oh, and he triangulated out of nowhere, even though he was a bumbling moron. Yeah,
But that also was
fucking
like episode
strange.
7.
See,
Yeah,
now,
that
funnily
was the
enough,
Christmas special. A lot of shit happened in the Christmas special that probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, like
from a
how we
character
scuffled
That was-
the
standpoint.
cookies.
that was mostly me getting excited, being like, "Hey guys, actually, I know what this is. I know what to do."
Yeah.
I
Who
like the
even
Christmas
has that
special.
compass?
I
still
like
have
where
that
I
compass.
like
Who
how
has it?
Drachmir's main upswing
Yeah, you
started
guys
after-
still you guys still do have that compass.
Yeah, who's got the compass?
I do.
Either.
Let's say
But
We-
since
I
you
don't really had a
guys,
need for it.
I explained the compass a little bit too much. You guys have stopped using it, even though your characters still do mostly trust it.
I don't bring it up.
We
'cause
haven't had
Cassian
a
hasn't
need
had
for
any. I don't bring it up because Cassian hasn't had.
Well, you don't have a
really any
need for it,
interaction
fucking
with
bitch. Locate Halden.
Yeah,
Oh,
There
good
is an-
point. That
there's
didn't
a
occur to me.
that's why I bring it up. I don't talk about it because Cassian has seen you guys have a compass, but I do not believe it has been used really since Cassian joined the party.
Oh,
All I
we
know is,
used
oh,
it
these
in
guys
the
have a
labyrinth.
compass.
We used it in the labyrinth.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
We haven't really used it since.
I gotta be
I
honest,
forgot
I
about
did
it.
forget about it a little.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what
fully
happens.
forgot about it.
That's why
Like,
you're gonna check your
There's a
inventory.
lot.
every
There's
so
a lot of shit in our inventories which we just tend to forget
but
about.
there was also a
Oh,
part over
no,
6
I'm
months where we
always-
haven't really played much D&D.
Yeah, I'm
So-
always
That's also very
checking.
true.
I'm always checking my inventory to see if I've got anything useful. The
Yeah,
problem
me
is,
too.
what do I have? Powder of silence. Very useful, but like the situations we've had, I don't want to waste something like this.
I'll
on
do
what we've
myself
been
a
doing.
favor and add a custom item just called Golden Compass. I knew I had it. I just don't remember
Yeah.
it's there because I don't have it written as an item. Like when you asked, I immediately knew
Oh.
who had it. It was me.
Can I make a note on my spear? Customize, yes. Let's make a note that I do not currently have my spear.
Alright, I'm going to end my recording and I'm going to head to bed.